Hello. Oh my god. So, yeah, this is like a dud stream. Straight up, nobody has to come to this, except I've immediately got so many friends. Hello, Radrosh, who's just said wee woo woo. Hey, Soul. Thank you for wiggling me luck. Hello, Supreme Mr. Bean. It's okay, you don't have to stick around. Hello, Cecil. Yeah, you're into Wuthering Waves, aren't you? Hey, Max. Again, you don't have to come and watch this. Yeah, this isn't even second stream content. This is third screen. You can't tell me what to do. Okay, sure. Hi, hello, Pop Celeste. Hello, Nazumi. This is the most people ever. Apparently, what's the thing where you tell people not to do something so they do something? When the stream begins, my brain turns off. It's just a thing that happens. Look at the adorable waving... Hang on. The little waving Vegin 5. That's adorable. You went sicko mode this patch and pulled String Master, Shangli Yao and Zani. That's actually kind of incredible. Reverse psychology, thank you. It just like fell out of my brain. Mothering Miles is here. Hello, Miles. Please stick your head directly into Radrosh's mouth. So here's what happened. I only play this because they introduced a character who was so my kind of design that I literally just had to see what was going on in it. I've been playing it for a few months. It's under my general rule. We do not spend any money on gacha games. It is not worth it. It just the money just flows out into the ether and you don't have it anymore. One day the game will shut down and your money will just disappear. I don't think it's worth it. That's just how I approach these. A general rule, I don't spend money on Genshin. I did a couple times when it was more like a purchase to put me over the finish line to get someone, you know, but not for gambling. And they came out with an anniversary banner. Yeah, Soul also got into it for the same reason, but I don't think he's carried on. I actually carried on with it because, weirdly enough, I think the combat is actually fun. And I enjoy the experience of pressing the buttons to play it, if not much else. So we don't have to be nice about this game. I'm not going to be nice about it. We can rip it to shreds. I'm also very aware this is a bit of a stumble down after we just finished Outer Wilds and then to go on to like a really mid gacha. It's very weird. But I just wanted to throw this in there because I have some emergency stuff to do. Okay, the current banners. Let's have a look at some of this shit. The combat and environmental design are the best thing. They're very good. The combat is very fluid. It takes a second to get used to. It's different from Genshin, but it's like the only thing that's different from Genshin. The music's okay. The environmental design, I agree, is actually kind of top tier, but that's about it. Current banners, we have... This woman, I think, is kind of becoming somewhat of the new mascot. If she's not the new mascot, she's just been everywhere. She's the focus of all their marketing right now. 2 monitors and the notions begin. You uninstalled for lack of space, but you've been looking longingly at it. Don't let me encourage anyone to install this. Yeah, I do not rate this in the same level as Genshin, although Genshin is kind of having a lull right now. But Genshin had a lot of very involved and somehow interesting storylines throughout its life. Hopefully some still to go. This game does not. This game is kind of one of those anime vibes type of arenas. They'll just come up with the kind of vibe that they want a character to have, and they'll distill that into a cutscene, and then they will write some kind of bullshit that arranges that character to end up in that cutscene. That's how they do everything. I find it really underwhelming. I'm not gonna pull Zanny. She's fine though. Like, I think I remember telling Five about this. She's kind of the bare minimum. She's an adult woman, at least. She has huge tits and they're kind of buttoned up most of the time, but then she has a power-up mode where her shirt rips. And I mean, that's not so... that's kind of fun, honestly. Having a costume change is kind of fun. Her outfit is pretty okay for this game. And then you've got her weapon. I don't even really know what that is. You enjoyed the Renacita story? I think, again, Renacita's storyline that I've seen was mostly vibes. It was like, we're gonna add together these tropes that we've heard of, and then a story will happen. And one of the big problems this game has is that every few minutes the story has to come to a screeching halt so that multiple female characters can like have a cutscene with you about how much they are in love with you, and that is just really boring. And they don't give the same treatment to the male characters either, but whatever. This is the anniversary banner, which is it was awful. This banner is a giant fuck you to everyone. You get to use the targeter to choose one of these 5 characters, so it's basically a choose your own. You can change it at any time. I already used it to get Shangli Yao. I don't know anything about him. One of the other weaknesses is that there's a lot of characters. Well, there's not that many. It has far fewer characters than Genshin. But these at least are a bunch that look visually distinct. This game has a big problem with only having a lot of white and red-haired characters. Like, one of them here has blue hair. There's like 2 with blue hair. Even blonde is underused. Almost all of them are white or red-haired, and they really blend into each other. They have a very big character distinction problem. These are a good mix, though. These are kind of different. The problem is that you just get to choose who you want on the banner, and then you have to pull them as normal. You still have to sync into the banner all the pulls that it takes, and you still have to pass a 50-50. And you can get their corresponding weapon as well. So all the anniversary banner does is say, here you go, you can pull a bunch of characters you might want at the same time. And that's bad. That's not good for the player. That just means you have a bunch of things to pull for at once. So you might be more likely to pay them money. It's not a good thing. It's a terrible anniversary idea because it doesn't provide the player with anything good. Anyway, I've already got him. I need his weapon. I just checked on the weapon history. I am 30 pulls, I think exactly, into this banner, and I need to get to 65 for soft pity. And it ends in 1 day and 19 hours. Absolute pulsation bit personal. I don't need his weapon, but for some ridiculous reason, I decided to go for it. And now I'm 30 pulls in, and if I don't get the weapon, then those are wasted because this banner will disappear and it won't carry forward because it's an anniversary special banner. So I am screwed. And I just want to like throw a bunch of hours into some exploration, see what I can do, see if I can get some streamer luck to just grab that one last weapon before this banner ends. Why not? Again, environment design is really nice. It does look like Genshin, yes. Also, this area specifically, it's based... this might sound weird, but it's based mostly on Genshin, but also this area here is very, very clearly inspired by Death Stranding. You might think how and why, but it's very, very clearly, like, through the storyline, there was like a war. It visually called back to Death Stranding a whole bunch of times. They very clearly took inspiration from it, which is fun. I guess that's a new thing to do. They'll just get reran again later, that's true. I could have exercised some strength of will and not tried to pull Jian, because he's not even that interesting. But I did, and now I'm 30 pulls into his weapon, and I thought I was going to get lucky, and so far I didn't. Anyway, now I'm just picking up some flowers. So yeah, this is going to be a boring stream. I'm just going to run around and do stuff. Nobody really needs to be here, to be honest. You can just like look at stuff. Oh yeah, that's one thing it has. Like, if I say it has something over Genshin, I don't mean it specifically did it better than Genshin. It means it was able to use Genshin as a baseline and then like add something. Hello scenes. Don't look. I'm playing a stupid game. It's like, oh yeah, you've been playing Death Stranding recently. This is the anime version of Death Stranding. It's good background noise. I'm glad to hear it. Thank you. Go ahead and make me background noise. I'll go up to the... Oh, I need a few of these flowers. Hang on. You're just gonna have to watch me, like, walk around and pick up stuff. There's a bird. You're gonna have all the limited 5-star boys if you get him. Yeah, there's not many. Also, I'm... Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm mostly talking to Cecil because I know they play this. Is there a way to view all of the available characters? You know how Genshin has a way you can look at all the characters that are available? I don't think this game has one, right? Is there... Because if there is, I could just show people the characters. Gallery? It's not in gallery. Is it? Oh, it is! I didn't know this was here. Okay, there is. So let's just look at the characters real quick and like talk about them.
Another day, another heroic me.
So you can get an idea for what we're dealing with. This is the I've just arrived and who are you character. She feels like in the same vein as Amber. She's very plucky and she fights with her fists. Yeah, thank you. I didn't even know this was here until this moment. She's a fisticuffs kind of gal. She punches stuff. Can I spin them around?
Another day, another heroic
I'm not gonna bother.
me.
I like that she's kind of plucky and not like a wet rag. But other than that, very one note. Yang Yang kind of annoys me.
Together.
Everyone talks about how she's incredibly beautiful. She looks exactly like any other anime woman. Her hair has some like white feathering to it, which I guess is the only interesting thing that she has. Her outfit is incredibly boring. Moving on.
Why hesitate if you know what you want?
Baija, it doesn't look very distinct from Yang Yang whatsoever, except she's not blue. She has her tacit mark, which is the thing that gives them their powers, on her upper leg, and therefore has a reason to have her upper leg kind of showing. That's kind of like tastefully zesty. I don't mind that. She has like an animal companion as part of her power as well, which is fun for me. I like it when characters do that. It's called woo-wah because it makes me go wow wow wee woo at the whammon. I refuse to call it woo-wah most of the time. I will when like we're streaming so people know what I'm talking about, but in general I don't call it that because I think it's too silly. They were trying so hard to make her the token waifu when she has nothing to make her endearing or interesting. That's true, but they kind of make everyone the token waifu because of the kind of game it is. So in my opinion they just kind of blend together, but then I'm not the audience for this.
Nice pick. You won't regret choosing Alto's service.
Here is our first white-haired character of many. He's kind of a brash, egotistical stunt boy who's part of a secret organization. But despite all those things, he still manages to pull it out and be boring. Most of the Huanlong characters are super boring. They are. I feel like they just needed to get better at this, but he's in the story a little bit, and I don't remember him doing anything interesting, but I guess he kind of invites you into the secret society. That's kind of his role.
Perfect weather for a walk today. Maybe not.
Welcome to the token sleepy character. Every anime game, I think, well, maybe I'm just thinking of Genshin, which has like 7 of them. Alto almost pulls himself out of boring. He almost does, but also I don't like his personality. He's got a personality, very vaguely, but I don't like it. I don't know how to say this because I've never heard, I don't remember hearing anyone say it out loud, but I think this is Tao Chi. Weirdly enough, I kind of like her design. She's got bigger boobas than the other characters, like quite obviously, and they really bounce about, but I like her hairstyle. It reminds me of one of my own characters, and she's got a skirt long enough to actually cover her coochie, which is a big plus in this game. I don't really like the tiredness thing because it's so overdone and it's the only thing they gave her that I know of. I think she's a war general, but whatever. Here's a man.
I have experiments underway.
I'm not sure what's up with him. The weird thing is, the way that Genshin did it was that each of these characters is introduced gradually into the storyline, and they do something during the plot so that you have met most each character, unless they're released after the plot's concluded, in which case you get like a character storyline or something. In this game, barely any of these characters made an appearance in the main storyline. Mortifi was in there really briefly, really quickly. You just go to him and like get an item and leave. I think, yeah, he has 2 pants. It seems like he does, yeah. God knows what's going on there. A lot of these designs, the reason that I'm very lukewarm on a lot of these is generally because they are lacking in strong silhouette, but they have a lot of greebling. There's a lot of detail in the design, but it doesn't translate to good overall macro design where you can see a good silhouette. However, Zessel is right, he is kind of a bitch. He does have that going for him. He's not like even a tsundere kind of guy, he's just short-tempered. He's a fire type user, which kind of tracks. He seems to have some sort of red feathering on his chest, and I don't know why that is, but I do count it as a point that's kind of interesting.
I should try to smile more, you say?
Sanhua is kind of a tsundere, that she's just that. She's got a big necklace. Her design isn't that bad. It's not that bad. She's got tights on. I quite like the detail of tights, at least. It gives it a bit more texture. I forget what she technically is. Stoic bodyguard, yeah. He's like a dragon person, is he? They could have been a lot more interesting than that. I don't know much about her, but I think she's actually okay in endgame, which is interesting.
Sometimes I get a little carried away in battles. I didn't startle you, did I?
Danjin I haven't seen once in any cutscene or storyline or anything. She doesn't look that bad. She's just another... I mean, her hair's like slightly pink. She blends into some of the other designs. Her personality is like, I'm shy, but I can go berserk mode, which might be a trope. I'm not sure. Yuan Wu...
I can help you with?
I don't really like. I'm sorry. He was the first character I got, I think. He's another pugilist. He like has he's a martial arts instructor, I think. He has a stupid tilted hat. Oh, Danjin is a wacky character who people do solo challenge runs with. Well, that gives her points. That's a fun thing that she can do. Yuanwu is Fedora Man. He is from anime Death Stranding, which makes him, you know, think up a Kojima name real quick. I can't even get my brain into that zone, but he throws his hat, does he? Dead Strings Fedora Man, something like that. That's the kind of thing you'd expect. I don't think he is a DILF. I don't think he even looks old enough. Alright, now he's one of the children.
Gotcha, didn't I?
I don't know really anything about her. I don't know what's on her head. I don't like that she has like a little fang 3 mouth in her illustrations. But she sounds like she's voiced like by an adult woman. So I don't know. She has a slot machine mechanic? Good lord.
Eyes on the horizon.
She's useless. Okay. This is Lumi. Lumi is probably, in my opinion, the best designed female character in this game. I've actually built her somewhat because I think she looks rad. She's got a bodysuit on, which is mostly, you know, not letting everything hang out of no clothing. Yeah, exactly. Sins, you get me. First thing with some sauce. she has this whole like carrying a plush animal thing, which is stupidly infantilizing, but she has bunched up hair with lights inside that resembles a mouse and an electric tail attachment. I really like this, and also the jacket over the body gives her a decent silhouette. So yeah, I think this is a great design. I have used her. Also, she's got a Scottish accent, which is kind of rare and makes her very unique, and I like that. Oh, here's me.
Let me be there for everyone.
You can
As we head
customize your
toward our
character,
shared future,
unlike
leaving
Genshin.
the past behind.
So mine is wearing a domino mask and a stupid little crown, which I think is very funny. Her outfit is extremely mid and forgettable. She needs to be wearing more clothes and not just some underwear. But yeah.
Time for another adventure?
Here's another child, and she's also got a plushie mechanic. Oh, how'd you get the crown? It was an anniversary
be there
thing.
for
I don't
everyone.
remember now.
As
I
we
don't
head
remember.
toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
You might have to Google
For
it.
another adventure?
Encore is like really popular. I'm not sure why, except that she had a whole cutscene where she meets you for the first time and she looks like... I don't know. It's very inappropriate. It's like the kind of thing that you shouldn't be doing to animate with a child. This game has a bunch of that, and it wasn't good. It was quite bad, actually, which has turned me off of liking whoever she is. I do have to admit, I did get a little emotional from her story quest, but that's just because kids missing their parents just kind of upsets me. Yeah, but yeah.
Hopefully, we'll make new findings.
This is just Nahida. This is straight up just Nahida. Her design's fine. She's a plant girl. It's very planty. It's green. I like the big long sock things with bows for a kid. I know that she's used in endgame stuff, so I'm gonna have to build her. But yeah, she's fine.
I'll do my best.
The only thing I know about her, apart from her hair looking like that, is she's like the Chi-Chi of this game. She's the one who shows up when you lose a 50-50 and no one wants her, and I don't know what she does, and I don't see her anywhere. Yeah, this is a boy who just goes awoo. Actually, he had the best story quest so far that I've seen. Ling Yang is actually well, in Genshin terms, he's kind of an illuminated beast, sorta. In that he's not really human, but he implies that he shed most of his animal traits to become more human because his species went extinct and he got lonely. And I like that they canonized the way that they reduced his furriness. There was an old design of his where he actually had fur on his face and looked like a legit anthro, and then they dialed it back because the Chinese players didn't like it very much, which was cowardly, and now he looks like this.
I see my way clear.
This is Sephiroth, and I don't know anything about him because he wasn't in the story.
The battlefield is dynamic. Do not let your guard down.
This is Jian. He is a war general and he leads troops and he has like PTSD or something. And I don't know, I pulled him because he looks cool and he's male, and that's, therefore he's allowed to look cool instead of just having his pants out.
No rush. The impatient ones will fall right into our lap.
This is Yinlin. She is Wuthering Waves' Yelan. She's another redhead. Her like theme is kind of cool. She also has a little like cuddly toy thing, but it's used to string enemies together like a web of, I don't know, you know, like shooting those strings at people that'll electrocute them. I can't remember what it's called. Mean Red Woman. Yeah, kinda. I genuinely can't believe how breastily these characters are boobing. Yeah. Puppet lady, yeah. She has like a puppet, and the puppet helps her to string up, like tie people up. Again, Yelan. She's, I don't know if I'd say mean. She's not the friendliest. But she's not that interesting, unfortunately.
May I pray for anything specific for you? It would be my honor.
I think Jinshi is sort of like the closest thing we have here to an Archon, which is when a human character is chosen to be the kind of the go-between between humans and the gods of this world. So she's sort of like an Archon, kinda, in that she's like a little bit more special than everyone else. I think she was like really strong or something. I'm not sure if she still is.
Plan with convention, then conquer by ingenuity.
Changli is kind of odd. She's a little bit interesting. I do know her backstory went that I see Brant up there waiting to show us how interesting he is. She was like an orphan of a horrible disaster and developed her magic fire powers, but she had to learn to control them because she was just going to start setting everything on fire. And her whole storyline was learning how to be that kind of responsible person who wasn't going to let things go out of control. Which works, it was fine. I found her design is like half good and then half ruined, and I'm not even sure how. I don't know how it works. I don't know enough about character design to understand it. She's like sort of there, but then it falls over. Zhezha is just the shy glasses girl. She's like, oh, I'm a nerd. I'm so shy. I don't even want to look at make eye contact. You're so handsome. You can just see how this isn't. It's not like we wanted to make a character design that had glasses and had this and that and that. It's just like dicks everywhere. She's insanely good with Brad, but I refuse to pull her. I think refusing to pull someone is one of the funniest and strongest things you can do. Yeah, she's just nerd girl. She's just sucrose again. The only interesting thing about her is that she developed her magic power, which was that when she does paintings, they can come to life and create scenes around you. And she developed it as a child, and then her parents just kept on encouraging her to do more of this magic art, and they were selling it for enormous amounts of money. They didn't give her any of it. Overworked into trauma? I don't think overworked. I think she was just kind of exploited by her parents a little bit because she was too young to realize what capitalism was. And that was okay. That wasn't so bad.
The experiment begins.
This is just Al-Haytham with a bionic arm, and I thought that was interesting enough to pull him. I think he's probably my strongest character. He seems to destroy stuff, and he has his ult pulls things in, which is actually really useful. I don't know if he's that interesting. I wish he was mean like Al-Haytham, but he isn't.
Understood. I am here to serve your will.
Shorekeeper is like a digital reconstruction. She's a personality that exists in a computer and has just created a body for herself to look like a human, and she speaks kind of in a monotone, and she's really boring, and she's very, very strong, and everyone has to have her, but I'm refusing to pull. I'm refusing to be forced into, you have to get this because she's really strong. I don't care about her. She's in love with the protagonist, and I don't give a shit.
Would you like a fun game between
No.
the two of us?
No, I wouldn't. She has like
Would you
multiple
like a
forms, but I
fun
don't
game
know
between the two of us?
how to look at the other one. She's like vaguely insane, and what's the word, the trope where the woman is insanely obsessed with the main character? I forgot. Yonder, she's that, and she has some kind of like, she erased her own memories because when she gets fixated, her powers start going out of control and it destroys her body. So she keeps erasing her memories to stop herself from being obsessed. But every single time she does it, she finds out about the main character and becomes obsessed all over again. A lot of these are just, it's Genshin character again. She's the best healer / buffer along with Verena, and you want 2 sustains. I mean, I'm sure you do. There is a whole logic to using characters for proper endgame stuff, but I like resisting myself from doing that by only getting characters I enjoy the designs or personality of. So if I just eliminate the ones I don't care about, I never have to worry about having enough currency.
I alone will will decide whether it's for show or for battle.
I forgot what her name was until I saw it again. Carlotta is voiced by the woman who was Shadowheart, which is quite fun, and she's a very good actor. So she's always like, it's fun to listen to her lines, but her design I find unfortunately boring. And I think it's mostly the hair color. I think if they had just made the hair color a different color than exactly the same as the dress, this would go harder. I don't really get why they decided this. The bright pink on monochrome doesn't work for me, but I do like her theme. She's built around like precious diamonds because she's from a very rich family. So when she does her ult, she like shoots a gun and crystals explode, and it's actually very pretty, but other than that, it's meh. Yeah, this is a kid. I don't know. Her hair makes no sense. Her personality is just normal. She's got different colored eyes. This is way too busy. They just did too much with this. It had to be busy up here because they had to have her whole legs out. No.
Today will be a fine day.
She's Catholic. I don't know if you could tell. She's kind of fine. It's just that when I saw her on the splash screens, I thought she was going to be a major part of the storyline because a lot of Rinascita is about the overreach of the Catholic Church. But she didn't really do anything. She's just kind of there. I had to get used to the fact that I don't want to alarm you, but you've been yapping about characters for 30 minutes. That's, yeah. That's fair. Thank you for putting me back on track. We're nearly done. The banner ending anytime. Yeah. Yeah, she does the card Captor Sakura thing. I mean, she's fine. Apparently she has to be used with Zanny, and everyone was like annoyed about it. Yeah, it's all leading up to Brent. This is the guy who I'm playing this for.
Guide us next?
This is impeccable. I don't know how the people who designed every other character to be as boring as hell managed to design this. This is, I saw this and I was like, okay, fine. The tricorn, the open shirt, the buckles, the pirate boots, the cape, the coloration, it just works. It's amazing. He also is voiced by someone I already liked as an actor. So yeah, this is all for him really.
The tides have whispered.
Say hello to Boobarella. Can I actually spin the character around at all? Can I?
The tides have whispered of your arrival.
Because if you can move her around, you could just like they can wiggle for days. She's based on a jellyfish. That part's okay. You can see her underwear from any direction, which is bad. Alcoholics Anonymous voice. Hello, Boobarella. Yeah, she's based on a jellyfish. I like the theming, but the design itself just falls over itself to throw boobs at you, and that's so boring.
Anything I can help you with?
Zanny, on the other hand, I think works as a design. I can see why she's sexy. It's not just because her boobs are huge. Like, you can see a good silhouette on her. The horns are a fun addition. I like the coat over the shoulders. She's themed around her work. She's a security guard and not a cop, I think, which is slightly different. She hits you with this giant clockwork shield. It works as a character. I'm glad she's got popular, to be honest. You can only have so much cheesecake before you throw up. That is a fantastic way of putting it. Kind of weak-ass horns. They're not for me, but I like that they're slightly different from, you know, the most basic thing.
The divinity may foresee the future of the world, but I doubt they can predict which song people will play tomorrow.
I thought she said Twitch. Is it, how do you say this? Chacona, I think? So I'm thinking of pulling her, but it's mostly because her, she looks like a gender-bent Hazo. That's the only reason, honestly. She also sounds like me. I'd cosplay this. I would. I like the horn design. She sounds like me too. Yeah, that kind of works for me. So I like the long boots and everything. Not bad. So hopefully they're getting better at character designs. You see how they went from pretty damn boring and very monochrome to some stuff that has like a little bit of sauce? I'm hoping if I stick this out, you know, it could get better down the road. They have far fewer characters than Genshin does because... Well, okay, I don't know if it's because Genshin has got a lot of characters that all have completely different kits. Where the hell is the flower? Oh, there it is. Cheesecake to decorative cheesecake. I am not going to have enough currency to pull her, though. Like, I don't think that's happening. Charlotte stream when? They've improved a lot on the character design front. I think so, too. I mean, I don't like Cantarella because... Being like, hey, guess what? We gave this character gigantic knockers is really boring. Like, yeah, anyone can do that. You're supposed to make them interesting to look at, but on the whole, it's better than the Honlong characters were because they were just kind of dull. Sorry, but they are. I'm picking up these flowers for Jian, I think. Yeah, I'll stop there. Boop, 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 boop. Hold on, these knockers, gigantic, you say? Let me just check on him.
Let me be there for everyone.
Okay, so, like, I'll just mention point in favor or point deducted. Point deducted, the characters say a basic line every time you highlight them, and it doesn't ever not play or get skipped.
The battlefield is dynamic.
Let me be there for everyone.
The battlefield is dynamic.
The experiment begins.
The battlefield is dynamic.
Like, if I'm just swapping characters to look at their stats, I have to listen to this endlessly. I'm just trying to get his level up to 90. Oh, I have enough. There we go.
Commanding an army is not a simple task, and sometimes I find myself questioning my own decisions. Going forward with you staying by my side, I should feel more at ease.
Okay, he's done. The crown you get on your birthday. Oh, yeah, that's right. They added birthday supplies, and I'd already had mine. So I wondered if I was going to miss it. But no, if you had your birthday already, they just give you the stuff. So yeah, I got a birthday crown. It's so silly, but I like that, actually. This is, unfortunately, some of these outfits are so underwhelming that I would consider buying different outfits, which is bad. I don't think you should spend £10 on an anime outfit, but what do I know? So he's now... I can get him to level 90. There we go. He's maximum level, and his weapon is a level 1 training blade. So I'm waiting to see if I can get his proper thing. Alright, how are we doing on... Oh, okay, I'm going to do some actual gameplay. How about that? How about we do some fucking gameplay? I can get a few... Okay, I'm going to call them primos. I know they're not. I am aware that that's Genshin. But I can't be bothered to adjust my dialect. So I'm calling them primos. This is a weekly thing you can do. And you need to put someone who has a boost in. And I haven't built anyone who has the boost. So I guess I'm just using 2 characters. Oh, I really should have brought Zhang Liao instead. Oh, God.
Brad salutes you.
This is kind of like roguelike mode. I wouldn't say it's end game, it's more like mid game. Because I did this before I had built like anyone when I was at a lower world level. And it was actually easier. It was easier before I leveled myself up. I call every gacha currency primos. Yeah, I think we should. There are a couple of things this game actually does do better than Genshin, but it's only because Genshin was the template and they took that and then built off of it and went, what can we improve? Which allows anyone to do better. So you do a little encounter and then you get to meet this little white cat called Metaphor. And then you get to choose a boost. Let's have summoning a fireball. Sure. This is a dreamscape. So they like took the reins off and were like, yeah, just do whatever. You can do anything. So these areas look like nonsense. Oh, it's kind of like the simulated universe in HSR. I guess I don't know anything about Honkai, sorry. What is this one? This is like Mirror Realm. Oh, hi. Sorry, there's enemies. I'm gonna do most of this with Brant, to be honest. He's very fun because he just like jumps up and... No, that was the wrong one! Oh, he hits it anyway, okay. He just jumps around like he's using a grapple hook and looks cool doing it, and that's kind of it. Wish I could forward that to someone who cares. Oh, sorry, I missed the first message and I was like, what happened? Yeah, I'm sorry, you're gonna get drops from watching me. I can't prevent that, but you'll have to deal with it, I'm afraid. What is this? That looks like a portal core or something. Do I get the drops from streaming? I'm not sure. I don't think I do actually, which is a shame. I like the place with the big flamingo in a tube. Yeah, it sounds like they had a meeting with the staff and said, okay, we need to make a dreamscape. We need to make various environments for this to happen in. What are the world's most popular liminal spaces? And somebody went, an impossible swimming pool underground. You just assumed I was being mean. No, I didn't. I was like, oh, there must be a reason for that. Let me think about it. Dropping the giant anchor on them is the most powerful thing I have. Oh, I'm defending that thing from the enemies. I didn't even fucking notice. I barely care about that. I'm just killing them.
Same actor, different role.
I'm using evil player. Just like Genshin, you can have your player character take on each element. And you start off as light, and now I'm using darkness, and it makes her do like really intense lines. You really like a fancy pirate man situation. I do. I do. I can't help it. Look at him. Like, this is peak. This is unimprovable.
Brad salutes you.
Oh, there's 13 levels of this, but they don't take very long, generally.
Perfect finale.
And you don't even get like the equivalent of a single pull, but it'll be something. Eat anchor, bastards. I like how Ling Yang's just gonna sit there, completely unused this entire run.
Here's to me.
Sorry, but you are level 40 and I'm not using you. Let's go crit rate. I have never looked up how to play this, or what's the optimum thing to do. No way, medium resonance potion ×5. Oh man. I don't even know what that is. I have not... I think you get exactly 1 pull's worth of primos. Okay, do you? I thought it was like 125 or something. Increase max HP... I don't know. Sure, that one. Now this guy, who is like a cyber rabbit, sells you more power-ups. That's good. I'm not doing ones on defeat of enemy because I need to contour this around defeating a big boss at the end, and defeating multiple enemies is not what's going to happen. Yeah, just pick whatever and vibe. I've only had trouble beating this the once, but I think that was for some... He's eating an orange. I like that they put that in so you can't accuse him of having scurvy. That doesn't help. I can't afford these. Fine, I'll just buy that and run. Whatever, that wasn't that helpful. The first time I played this, Oh, it's Impermanence Heron. Which is such a funny name. Imagine being like, oh, hey, what animal is that? And someone says, oh, yeah, that's the Impermanence Heron.
Climax of the show.
It's got 3 heads, and you'll probably see, like, none of them.
Hopefully this helps. Shadow, follow. Shadow descends.
Oh, come here. I do like the dodge mechanic. It took a second for it to click, but it's actually pretty good. Can you come down?
None shall whisper.
All birds are impermanent when lightly roasted. Oh, that was it. Okay. Let's redeem some of this. Okay, point in favor. It does resin better than Genshin does. Obviously using it as a base. Instead of having to go to a crafting table and condense your resin to save it for later, you just get the option to use double the resin at the end of any encounter, to which that implies. And you have resin storage, and then when you are over your limit, the resin just accumulates more slowly into your resin storage. It's just way easier.
Perfect finale.
And Genshin is like, oh, we've increased the cap after like 5 years. It being so overnamed feels like try hard in anime, and it circles back around to being cool. It kind of does. I can't fault the word impermanence heron, especially since heron is not a particularly intimidating animal. Unless someone here has a fear of herons, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even use oh yeah, I was just saying, the first time I did this, my strategy was I'm ignoring whatever lucid dream is, because I don't know what that means. And then I just picked all the stuff that was general power-ups and making doing handicaps to lucid dream, but I never like tried to make it better anyway. I got an achievement called Goodnight Snip Snaps. Oh my god, these are all about dreamscape energy. I don't care. Let's do Memory of Dreaming, because that's a bit more fun to stream. What did we get? We get, oh, destroying cars. Okay. Okay, is there a trick to this? I think if you hit the wrong car, you get an enemy, and you have to find one specific car that is the right one. But I have no idea how you're supposed to find the right one. Is there any difference? They've all got the door open. I don't think you'd find this by looking at them anyway. I've never bothered looking this up. Do they look different at all? This one looks like worse. Do they have different mottling on them? Or is it the light? Try the scanner. I didn't think of that. Nope, don't do anything. Good idea though. Enemy? No. No, just give me dream fragments. Oh, there it is. Oh, point in favor. There are car mimics that will pretend to be cars and then turn out to be like inside the car like a carapace, and they look like this and they're cool as hell. I think you just destroy cars until you've done 5. I love the car mimics. They're genuinely really good design. More herons. Do they have different names? Oh, it's just heron twins. Oh, I need to change back to grapple so I can fly around. Oh, I got a parry in. I'm not very good at that with Brant. He's a bit tricky to parry with.
More passion. Let the flames rise.
Hermit crabs, yeah. Whoa, that's a lot of damage.
Hopefully this helps.
That's a lot of damage.
You will obey.
You can't see anything going on there, but damage was occurring. There we go. Oh yeah, point in favor over Genshin. You can grapple anywhere at any time. It makes movement a lot easier. Increases crit rate. I don't want Dreamscape bups. Bups? Dreamscape bups. Oh my god, he was doing fast walk. Sometimes the animation for running breaks and they just like waddle really fast. I don't know why. General thoughts. The creature collecting is a fun idea, maybe a touch too much to make it feel bloated. I enjoy the idea that there where you get stats, but it should have stayed as that and transforming. Yeah, the transformation thing is odd. I was using it a lot to begin with, and then I just kind of stopped. Transforming is where, like, okay, this is me. I use the transform and I turn into a boss that I have equipped for a quick attack. It's basically just a really, you can customize which attack you're going to use as a little bit of an extra.
Down with the curtain.
Some characters I just don't use them at all. This one is good because it just allows me to add those spinning rings for extra damage. So that's just use on cooldown, you know? Give me some powers. Sure, let's have an energy drink. You can also double jump. You can actually double jump and it's really good, and now that I'm used to it, I keep trying to double jump in Genshin and you can't.
Hopefully this helps.
Oh my god, I'm just getting mauled. Can you come over? Can you come over here?
Climax of the show!
Eat shit, eat shit, eat shit. Woo! That fireball I took like on door 1 is really showing its worth here. It's just constant fireballs. Okay. Sure. I'm not seeing stuff that's enthusing me a lot about this. It felt like someone went, what's popular creature collecting? I don't know. I for once, I feel like I'm not being cynical about this. It just feels like a genuine mechanic. Okay, this is the one room that's funny. Destroy the weird swim rings. You have to use your little, like, hover gun and shoot the ones that are misaligned. I don't know why. Okay, there's one. That one. And that one. Nope, missed. That one. That one. That one. Now it's a little harder. I think it's that one. And which of these is slightly off? Looking at them from below is also a little weird. Oh, it's that one. It's tilted at the top. You're the legendary master detector of swim rings. I just thought that was really funny. Yeah, I think the way that it justifies what's going on is you don't have to go into a domain and farm artifacts specifically. It means that anytime you defeat an enemy, you can potentially get something to make yourself stronger. Slight resource HP. Yeah, I hope I do alright in the boss end level, considering how this has gone. I can tell from the descriptions of these that there is definitely a strategy you could put together for them. Yes. Maybe. No. Just straight up crit rate. Yes. Yes. Alright, can I just buy all of them? Maybe. I'll just start purchasing, who cares? Yeah, I think that's fine. Thank you, Ebony Gatekeeper, who looks like Donnie Darko a little bit. Give me my grapple back. So now I have like a billion powers working at all times and I don't remember what they are, so you just kind of destroy things.
Hopefully this helps.
Oh, and there's fireballs happening like every 2 seconds too.
Leave it to me.
You will obey.
I like her like this because she's kind of hardcore. Again, I'm not using Lane Yang even once. I'm regaining tons of HP. For reasons that I don't even understand anymore. Hey, can you guys just stand next to each other, please? Can you guys just... Can you just stand next to each other? Thank you. Eat shit. Oh yeah, the reason that everyone knows he's bisexual is because of the lights on his shield. Nobody straight would have this. Increases testosterone energy. No. I'm just taking the random. Okay, boss time. Oh, it's Hecate. Okay. I'm not too good at my timing on her. See, I'm getting hit by fucking everything, and I cannot go and attack her or anything like that. Come on. No, I'm eating shit. No. Oh, okay. Can I just slam an anchor into her face?
Listen carefully.
That health bar is going down pretty slow. Do I have to do both forms, or did she start in her second form? I don't remember. I think this is the second form.
Nowhere to hide.
Damn, that just interrupted everything I had.
Ow, careful.
The problem is just when it becomes difficult to see. I had to take a combo there because I'm not good at this one. Come on, follow her. Pew pew.
Keep the tears coming.
Hopefully this helps.
Oh, this is gonna take me a hot second.
None shall whisper.
Thankfully, I have a lot of healing because Brant is just amazing at everything. Like, he's not gonna do the most damage in the world, I imagine, but he does everything else. Except parrying consistently.
At the helm. No little mishap. In the limelight.
I forgot we had a time limit. I might fail. I'm not doing enough damage.
No worries.
Hopefully this helps.
Okay, we broke shields. Can we unload
Down
enough
with the
damage into
curtain.
her?
No hesitation.
No, I don't think so.
Let the flames rise.
I'd probably need a booster in order to do this properly. And I'm not using my third character, which is like a big
Don't worry.
negative.
I've got this. This is my curtain call.
Yeah, thank you. Oh god. It doesn't really matter. I can repeat this and get the full rewards with an extra try, which I probably won't do right now.
Perfect finale. Here's to
Jack of all trades, once again adding credence to his bisexuality.
Hopefully this helps. None
I think it's more
whisper.
difficult to reduce shields if you're not using all three characters, because I think the shield gets a boost to depletion when you hit it with different elements or something, which encourages you to use different elements in your characters and then swap them out.
in the limelight.
Unlike Genshin, I think you're meant to swap your characters like very, very constantly. Well, 10 seconds to go and we're getting our shit kicked in. Oh well.
This is getting.
She's just gonna kill us now.
Keep it together.
Apparently now I've learned how to do it when it doesn't matter.
Last chance. I must not.
Ling Yang sweet, actually.
My legs
Nope.
are heavy.
Narrator Titus voice. I had forgotten about bisexuality. That's such a... how did someone come up with that? It's been like 16 years since that game was out. Okay, I got whatever. Some stuff happened. What did it give me? That's 100. Oh, you do get 160 from it. So you get, if you complete this, get enough points, I can redo it to get the rest of them. You get a single pull. Well, we got most of them. Brand and the main character don't really synergize. Oh, I've only built like 2 people. I'm still gradually making my way up this chain of having people available to use in fights. I have got quite a lot of saved resin, which I could be using, but I've mostly been focusing on grinding currency. Okay, so if I... Oh, I'm so close to 50 and then I get 2 normal ones. Trying to do this without spending any money. I like them though. I mean, this guy can draw enemies together and then Brant can do kind of an AoE. And then I usually swap to main character when I want to just focus on a single enemy for a bit. And by focus, I mean, this is what... Oh, I got more points. Oh yeah, this is the anniversary thing. Everyone was like, is like chibi floating heads and they do silly shit. You use him on Corin Verena and it's called Are You Ready Kids? Aye Aye Captain. That's adorable. Okay, we got 1 pull from so far. We've got 1 pull after like an hour. It's going great. Everyone give me streamer luck, please. If I pull this early, my worries are over and I haven't wasted all those wishes. Okay. No, it's nothing. It's a gun. Congratulations. It's a gun. Okay, let's keep going. What's the next best? I've got 2 options here. I can go back to scouring the countryside or I can do a companion quest. We could do... I don't know. I don't know which is going to result in more. It'll take a little bit. Let's do one of these. I guess we'll just do Zannies because... And I mean, that's stream content, I guess. If I get bored, I am skipping liberally because I don't really care. I just want the primos. At least it's not Cantarella, because eventually you run out of other places to look. I mean, imagine trying to have a conversation with her. 10,000 feet, you say?
Looks like they left by gondola. The trail's gone cold. I'll wait for Zani to return.
Okay. Wuthering Dante is here. Your cats are rotating. Oh, look, it's the moon, which looks weird. I don't understand why the main character has a hair bow, which is the same color as her hair. You can basically not see it. She's giving us a can of Mountain Dew. That's how you know it's serious. I guess we might have asked her for a drink in a bit that I've forgotten about.
Disciplined folk are as difficult to deal with as ever.
How did it go?
Well, you know how they are with the Montellis these days. No surprise they didn't share any interrogation details. I told them the thieves claimed to be with the Black Alley, but the chamber doesn't bother with rumors without solid proof.
Rover, you can't just ask a woman that. You can't just go up to someone and ask.
A gang made up of criminals. Although how many joined willingly is anyone's guess. A lot of vagrants were pressed into their service. Pawns in a game of crime. The leadership got wiped out a few years ago by someone working solo. The leftovers? They were... Maybe. Or maybe they just wanted to spook you. But
They do that Genshin thing
You're
again,
still thinking about that person who asked for help, huh?
where you can generally
Without any
skip the
leads?
dialogue halfway through what they're saying, and it just makes more sense than if they had completed their sentence, because they'll mostly just repeat everything.
You think she's in the same boat as those vagrants in the past? Forced into something they didn't
See,
choose.
the first line is saying something, the second line is repeating it.
Ah, you're the type who can't turn your back when someone asks for help.
Yes, I do like it when they give the characters different accents. Lumi is fun. Zanny, I'm glad that she does. It's not like a pull for me, but I respect it.
It's not too late. Got time for a detour?
I often feel like I'm inadequate next to these other characters because my outfit sucks.
The old entrance to the Black Alley. If they're crawling back from the ashes, we might find a clue or two at their old haunt.
Oh, how do I get there? Oh, it's here. Okay. I think there is one thing. The domino mask really pulls it together. It does kind of work. She looks a little more boring without that on. Her voice might be the hottest thing about her. See, that's a good aspect to have. You can't just load all of your boobage into one basket, you know? You can't just have a character design where someone's tits are out and go job done. A fun accent really helps. Whee! I do like that you see a lot of these statues. This is supposed to be their god. And the Catholic Church is in charge, so if you question anything about God, you get sent to the Via Purifico. And it's I don't know if there's a word for it, like a mer horse. And then it turns out, okay, it's basically Final Fantasy X. The whole Renacita is basically Final Fantasy X. They have the Via Purifico. They have a religious system. You're not allowed to question the religious system. It turns out the religious system is corrupt and is based around some kind of horrible creature that they're not telling you the truth about.
This is it. Just hit the right spot and the trapdoor should open. What's on your mind?
Skipping this, I'm sorry. No, there's nothing on my mind, Zanny. Let's go. Oh, and look, crab rock. The rock that's crabs. Oh, that's called a hippocampus. I knew there was like a word I'd heard of. Attacking the mechanism. The crabs. Oh, okay, it was like attacking a bunch.
Strange. My memory
The whole
shouldn't be failing me, should it?
the Huanlong story was, I guess, I don't know what it was based on. It was mostly like there's a big bad thing and you gotta kill it, and then the what's the name of the stupid mountain? Mount Firmament was very, very cribbed off Genshin, and Renacita is kind of just cribbed off Final Fantasy X, to be honest.
Oi! Who's causing trouble here? Don't you know this is the Marsh Brothers' turf?
Okay, these guys are serial fucking killers. This is way too creepy for what's actually happening here. What is this?
Brother, they look tough.
You can't just wear that.
What's there to be afraid of? We're the ones rebuilding the Black Alley. Now, how about you hand over some coin, eh?
Well, that was a wasted trip.
Also, how'd they get some South Londoners all the way over in Italy, huh? Oh, I get to use Annie for this. Oh, well, that's just... I'm chuffed, mate. Sorry, they've activated me. I'm not in streamer mode anymore. Look at that. You got your fucking shit kicked in, didn't ya? Oi, oi, love, do you have a license for that boob?
Well, I told you, didn't I? Told you they were tough. Why'd you never listen
Sorry,
to
I'm
me?
gonna be thinking, do you have a license for that boob every time I look at one of these characters now?
This place cursed. Every time something happens, it's never good news.
I like how he's wearing a serial killer mask and sitting there going, oh, brother, it's happening again.
Just like the last
It's
time.
just like last time.
Yeah. Oh, weeks ago. Turns out it was a bloody terror.
It was a bloody terror of a woman.
We were lucky to get away.
Perhaps. But the real question is why?
Then, everything's good now, right?
Quietly. Is that all the nerve you've got? And you call yourselves the ones to bring back the Black Alley?
We've got to have something to make folks fear you, right? One of you looks soft, and the other looks halfway worked to death.
How many times have you pulled this off?
Not even once.
Not even once! Triple exclamation mark!
Save the rest for the Chamber of Discipline.
Why would you ever act out when you have something called the Chamber of Discipline? She smacked them each with one boob.
I'll keep digging into the Black Alley and what happened today.
Okay.
I'll let you know when I have something.
Okay.
It's getting late. We'll pick this up tomorrow.
Alright. Goodbye. Are we just pretending that it's tomorrow? Again, the environment design, pretty fucking awesome. Renacita looks really good. It's got a fun little theme. It's got like muscular weird angels standing on street corners. It has sauce. They have it's got sauce. Oh, I just realized that even the street lights are halos. I just realized that. My immersion is ruined. Nobody called anybody a slag even once. I'll add it in for you next time they come up. Oh, the tub creature. Yeah. They're called tub pups, and they just walk around being filled with water. You can get, like, they're supposed to be a form of public transit. You get into the tub and it waddles to its location, but it's raining and it's full of water as they do it, so you just gotta get damp. Here he goes. Bye! Their theme of, I mean, obviously it's anime Italy, but also their whole thing is that they are using tamed versions of the creatures in the... Oh, there's a fucking dog and a bunny here. They're using tamed versions of the creatures that are the enemies of the game just in their daily lives. So here's a few of them just playing some instruments. Everyone's jamming. An equal pros cons list. Maybe, yeah. I prefer my games to have more pros than cons. But yeah, a lot of its pros are we're able to use Genshin as a template and then build off that. And add a few things that Genshin players probably would really like. Like being able to do this anywhere. It feels very freeing and fun. Oh no, it's the Catholics. Little Timmy is standing in the rain with a balloon bigger than his entire self. This is the pizzeria. They have some kind of squirrel monster that runs the oven. Well, that is the oven. I like it when they say the names of the things because they all put a little bit of an accent on to say Trattoria Margarita. Are we gonna get pizza with Danny? You got a pizza alone. Am I allowed to use the word slag on Twitch?
The name of their leader, Talos.
Zanny, I don't know what that is.
That name should have died along with the Black
Okay.
Eye years ago.
Yeah, well, another thing that Genshin could probably use, you can skip any amount of dialogue, and sometimes if it's important it gives you a summary, so I can just read a paragraph instead of watching it. Oh, the Talos is a woman, believed to have vanished. The hero behind the takedown is the Blazing Nightwalker. Meet her in the city. Intangible cult. I can't say that word. All it really needs is the equivalent of the BioShock Infinite kid skipping holding bread. Everyone's just enjoying music in the rain. I'm not sure why it's raining. Ever since I finished the main quest, there has been permanent rain in this city. I'm not sure why. Hey. She looks cooler from the back, I think. This is the kind of anime setting. Why is it sunny now? This is the kind of anime setting where they have non-human traits on the characters without always explaining it, I think. I mean, I don't have Zanny, so maybe it does explain why she's got horns and a tail. I'm sure Skyrails aren't out the design docs. I mean, they've already got one-arm gliding. It's kind of similar. Ah, now we just could gaze at her lovingly, apparently.
Let's sit over there and talk.
Okay. Sorry, did your boobs say something?
I wasn't sure.
Oh, the rain is because of Carlos's story quest. Once you finish, it stops raining. Thank you for telling me. I couldn't tell what it was. Some people have dyed hair, some people have tattoos, some people have horns and a tail. It's fine. God, I wish that was me. I could dye my hair, and I've thought about getting a tattoo, but I would risk it all for horns and a tail.
Why drink something bitter on top of that?
I thought they promised you a vacation. You slag.
A vacation is like an ad. Only the ones dishing it out have the power to make it real or fake.
What?
And recently, a lot of the family's employees have been running into the same kind of trouble as that night. Guess my vacation will just have to be postponed again.
I don't know what this is about. It's her character trait is that she's overworked, so she's always just phrasing everything in terms of, oh, I sure could use a vacation, but I guess I still have to do stuff.
Maybe that could work. So, where should we start? As I mentioned before, many people working for the Montellis have been victims of attempted thefts, like last night. The family has tightened security, but just sitting here waiting won't solve anything.
That man is talking to a plant.
As for the ones we caught, they haven't been chatty. Plus, they've only committed a few small-time crimes.
Oh no, only small crimes.
So it would be tricky to use
waiting.
more extreme methods on them. If we do, it could give the wrong people a chance to twist the situation. You mentioned someone asked for your help earlier, right?
Tilts my head like a lost dog.
We've been trying, but haven't found anyone who matches her description yet. She's probably keeping a low profile.
I'm a writer.
She might be the only lead
I didn't think of Wu waiting. How many other words can we attach WU to the beginning of?
So, might I ask you to play your face card one more time?
Do you think if we arrived at the trattoria for breakfast, we could get them to serve Wu waffles? For the ice cream? Okay. Oh shit, that is actually ice cream.
Maybe some more then.
Give it. That's how you eat in anime land. You just kind of go. Woohoo!
It will be in your hands. Feel free to rest until it's time. I've already made arrangements.
Most of these quests end with, now to take a break before another thing happens.
If you have any questions, just ask away.
No, I don't have any questions. Sorry.
Should I head straight for the hotel or dig a little deeper first?
Well, I can talk to everyone and then skip it.
Something you wanted to talk about?
Who's the Blazing Nightwalker?
The Blazing Nightwalker. Raguna once went through a hell of a time. The Order was hit with major losses.
Someone tried to take out the Catholic Church.
Back then, nights weren't as quiet as they are now.
Okay. it is sunny now. The quest has overridden the weather. Hello, passing acolyte.
Honored laureate, may I be of service?
Have you heard of the blazing? Are you having an affair?
Ah, yes. Back then, the Order had yet to recover from the devastation of the Second Black Tide in
That's
those
amazing.
neglected corners of the city.
Okay.
That was when the Chamber of Discipline received criminals bound and left at our doorstep.
Okay, right. They were doing criminal stuff during an age of who the hell are you? A concierge.
Hello there, miss.
You didn't finish your sentence.
Miss Zani has already reserved a room for you.
Oh, hang on.
Of course.
Have you heard of the Blazing Nightwalker? Sorry, I need to explain that. Radrosh and I have an in-joke, which has been picked up by a few of our friends, where if you're going up to, in order to solve a mystery, you walk up to someone and then instead of investigating, you just say, "Are you having an affair?" It came from Radrosh's playthrough of what was it called? I actually can't remember the name of the game. You'll have to help me.
Any nibbles you're hankering for today? Oh, I've heard some of the patrons talking about him. Sounds like someone who can give a really good
I'm trying to
rationale.
reach it with my mind and I keep ending up at Dead by Daylight.
But those who got a beating were bullying thugs, taking the weak for a ride. Honestly, they probably had it coming.
Shadows of Doubt, thank you. Radrosh is playing Shadows of Doubt, and sometimes people contract you to determine if their spouse is having an affair, and in order to determine that, instead of investigating, she would just walk up to them and go, "Are you having an affair?" Like knock on their door at midnight. "Are you doing a murder? Is it worth re-down?" I don't want my stream to convince people to re-download this.
But that's all from ages ago. You know, they say the Blazing
Even if
Nightwalker
they are
only
the
provides
only
you
anime
with
game
ideas
employing the Scots.
anyway. Since the city's been safer, I don't hear much about him anymore.
Well, that's good. You take care, love.
Hello there, miss.
You have a really
Miss Zani has
nice
already reserved a
and
room
light
for you. Ready to check in?
accent. I got stuck with the thug
You've come to
type
the
of
right
thing.
person.
Wuha makes up 75% of our economy.
I was once saved by the Blazing Nightwalker myself. I was heading home later.
For the love of God, we need this.
I had an entire month's.
Okay, you
earnings
nearly
on
got.
all
Yeah, okay, you nearly got robbed. I see. Right. I'm sleeping instantly. Apparently. By the time, whoa, my computer just sped up. Oh look, 4 different coloured butterflies. Radrosh, you could be a voice actor. You could have an anime girl to your name. I think you could probably determine which character is going to be in the pullable roster based on which of them are wearing high heels. That's literally Monster, right?
It's not time yet.
Like, that's
Aren't you going
anime
to
Monster
rest a
she's
little
drinking.
longer? I am resting, alright?
Are you? You're drinking Monster and you're not going to bed. You're drinking 4 cans of Monster.
What about?
Do you see? Okay, instead of Monster, it would be called, like, Discord. Like, getting a can of Discord to keep you up.
A lot of people were targeted, but in the end, they only sent you to handle it?
If we send too many people, we risk tipping our hand.
She's struggling to fall asleep. Oh, she is the Blazing Nightwalker. Okay, well, let her tell us that in person.
Well, the Chamber of Discipline did catch a few perps, and some of the higher-ups in the Order might just be happy to see the Montellis having a little trouble.
The biggest issue I find is...
Really? That's the biggest issue you find?
What a face journey. I like how there's an
Alright,
octopus in the
alright.
background no one's
You've
looking
got
at.
sharp instincts. Spending too much time with you and I'm running out of secrets. I was the one who delivered Talos and those Black Alley leaders to the Order.
Okay.
It's almost time. Let's split up and prepare for the ambush.
Okay, they've hired a
Let's
manta
see if we
ray
can
for
catch
this
them in the
purpose.
act.
Whee!
Zani is clearly doing more than just enough to get it done. But I'll hold off on...
Okay, I need to just sort of run over what's happened in this quest so far to keep my brain engaged.
Someone's making
There is an
moves.
underground group of criminals who are trying to re-establish themselves, but Zanny keeps on going over and smashing the hell out of them, and has done for some time, and she's kind of overworked because she's spending extra time at night being a vigilante.
You walked right into it, didn't you? All right, boys, let's put 'em down.
Oh no, a cocky thug. Anything but that. Don't bow, you didn't kill them all yet.
Disruption. Conditions up.
Oh, he just decided to wail on that guy.
Disruption.
Hopefully this
Get
helps.
out of the bushes. Hey. And he exploded. Joining the class war on the wrong side. Oh god.
You hit harder than I thought. Well, my boss gave me this.
Hello?
Let's move in, now.
Did they discuss? They probably discussed in a bit that I skipped. They were going to use a smoke bomb. Oh no, these teddy bears have been collateral damage. Run! The smoke clears and 5 teddy bears are lying dead on the pavement.
Blimey, how the hell are you moving so quick?
Oh god, blimey! Oh no, now he's holding the oven hostage! Oh my god! What? That's an oven! Not bakey!
Ain't no way you'll do something stupid while I'm holding this echo.
Really? Not the oven. Beep beep.
Don't be causing trouble for folks who need their breakfast bright and early. All right, start talking. Where's your hideout? Who's the one really calling the shots?
And he was dead.
Looks like we'll have to drag him back.
You killed him. Zanny, you killed a
This
man.
one's only good for squealing. He's not the one we're after.
He's dead.
Me you're looking for? My name is Colleen. Please, help me and my friends.
Oh, hello, Rainbow. Yeah, I guess you're right. We're fighting against how many different... The Italians, the Catholics, South Londoners, the Scots, and... Was there another one? Holding the oven hostage is probably the most entertaining thing that's going to happen in one of these quests.
Before we go any further, shouldn't you explain who you are first?
What, the dead guy?
I'm from...
Oh, right, her.
The Black Alley. No, the Black Alley is more than just the gang. It's the place too.
The entrance to the Black Alley is shut. It's done.
You're right. Talos destroyed it. But there's another way in. It used to be a home for vagrants like us. A few scraps.
Oh, hey,
few
mister,
jobs,
you me dad.
Just enough to get by.
This is just Oliver Twist now.
But then she came. And it all went up in smoke. She came in claiming this place was hers. Since they owned it before. Told us if we wanted to stay, we had to follow her rules. Steal, lie, cheat, rob. Same as the old days.
A fish that slipped the net. Sounds just like how the Black Alley ran things.
Some people did. They wanted to, you know? But the main reason is...
I do appreciate that they don't over-explain everything so you don't... You know, like, Genshin will often explain all of the plot points multiple times in case you're 5. This game, it repeats itself within the dialogue, but also sometimes you're left thinking, wait, what did happen actually?
I'll wait outside. Rover?
No.
Colleen, if you can't trust my friend, then I can't offer you my help.
But didn't she just tell us that she swooped in and destroyed their entire community?
Trust goes both ways. You can't ask for help with one hand while holding a knife with the other.
Well, obviously you don't know a lot about knives.
The operation is a wrap. Bring in the ones we caught, and then everyone can call it a day.
Got it, Miss Zani. Any leads on your side?
No,
I don't think she does look like me, but
Looks like
she is
Just
blonde.
us now. Any
A terminal. Talos also has a terminal.
Okay.
So that's it. You are worried the terminal was supplied by someone from the Montelli?
I'm gonna skip the rest of this. We have to stop that person with a terminal from exploiting the power of it, whatever.
Whenever we leave the Black Alley.
I don't think this was actually
from
the
knowing the
most
new entrance.
efficient way to get the currency, as it turns out.
Runner takes us to the meeting spot.
I'll
take it to him.
The fashion choice of the ninja with the crown. This is the player character, and you can accessorize her, so I'm wearing the mask and the crown by choice. Because it made it more interesting. I don't like the outfit, but the crown I thought was very silly and funny. What if I just changed my reactive to an Animal Crossing villager and then my whole commentary was just... And you guys just had to deal with it.
That's his hideout over there. He's a slippery one.
He's a slippery run, he is. Oh, I'm Zani now. Hello.
Just another day's work.
Hang on. Boing. Boing. A boing. Fun gimmick stream, and I would probably lose my mind after doing that for more than 2 seconds.
Fine. Comes with the job, I
Hello.
guess.
Boof, boof, boof. I don't know how to play you. Does it matter? I guess not. I'm barely touching the buttons and she's just like hauling ass. Do that for April Fools. Oh, there's one thing I need to do. Okay, she does do one thing that's cool. Where is it? Hang on, I have to kill these guys. Oh, she's a distraction. 1, 2. No. 1, 2, 3. There we go. When you do 3 attacks in a row, she just pushes back and has a rest afterwards. I gotta respect that. I've seen people do it in co-op. They'll do a bunch of attacks and then just sit down for a bit. A villager version of my reactive. You know the one post that's like, if you're depressed, remember how it is when you have an Animal Crossing character say the word 0 and they say 0. And it just cheers you up. Why are we going into like the starving underground and busting their asses?
Fine. Comes with the job.
He was asleep.
I don't have all day.
Oh yeah, also she does this. I almost forgot. She gets unclothed. Her tail lights up. Her hair gets on fire. Her shirt is ripped to pieces. God, I wish that were me. Yes, okay, I've read it already. Go. Move. Oh, shit. Oh, they're hauling ass! How do I get there? Well, at least it's in this area, which may be one of the coolest areas in the game. I just like it. Deja vu! Yeah. I should have that on a button. I got some buttons, but all I can do is... that.
I know my value to people. Now that you got me, no point in resisting. The longer I
Are they
hold
actually
out, the
wuthering
more
or
pain
what?
I'm
You know what? I thought there was a word they made up. For some months, I thought it was like... You know, Genshin is a made-up word. I thought it was just part of their branding. And then I remembered that Wuthering Heights exists. It took me months to remember. And then I was like... Maybe I should A, read Wuthering Heights. B, maybe I should actually know what that word means. Has it ever been used in the English language other than the title of Wuthering Heights? A wind that is strongly blown. Yeah, this is now a learning stream. She's a hologram now!
So, we won't need to help. Once he coughs up the entrance location, we'll...
I do realize that, you know, they have a lot of water branding. They have a lot of seaside branding. So you might think that the waves part of the title refers to a body of water or the sea.
Might be a bit late to ask, but
it actually doesn't. It refers to the theme of the game, which is around sound. So it's actually talking about, in general, sound waves. Well, and also ocean waves. It's like not just the ocean, it's any kind of wave, but it focuses on sound and noise. And everything is themed after this. The enemies are called discords. The people with special powers are called resonators. The special tool that they have that allows them to store echoes of the discords is shaped like a gourd, which is something people used to use as an instrument because it's basically a big hollow shell that makes noise. Oh, did the World Ends With You do it first? I wouldn't know, actually.
I didn't.
Did you forget what Rover said? Trust goes both ways.
Why are we putting this, like, young woman through the ringer for the crime of talking to us?
Have a choice.
Then when the time comes, make sure you tell the Chamber of Discipline everything.
Why are we arresting Oliver Twist? Oh, please, sir, don't arrest me. I had no choice.
Don't excuse yourself by saying you were forced into it. Can you do that?
I had no choice. Don't take me to Nuremberg.
Fine. I get it.
Ugh, don't call me that. Let's get this over with.
She's basically D-Luke. Sometimes it takes a second to connect which Genshin character they are, but she's D-Luke. She's a nighttime, I keep thinking revolutionary. What's the word? Missionary. What's the word for someone who fights crime like Batman on their own terms without involving the law? Vigilante, thank you. Why couldn't I think of the word? My streaming just wrecks my brain. Why was I saying missionary? She's a nighttime vigilante who takes up, you know, the slack of the rope that the law isn't dealing with. And she's quite terse and uses a giant sword. She's basically D-Luke. D-Luke missionary is another kettle of fish. Can somebody go and type that into Tumblr and tell me what happens?
It's been abandoned for a long time now. It's not exactly clean, but it's livable. The pipes are
It takes up a lot of RAM from the brain. That is exactly what it is, yeah.
Talos is holed up.
I've gotten better at it over time, but it does take up the RAM of my brain that is used for looking up words, unfortunately.
Demons always live in hell, like the Primus always stays in the cathedral.
What are you talking
and
about?
Robert, masks on. The mask makes things a lot easier. It's better if neither of us gets recognized too easily.
I already had it on. I wear this constantly.
I'll pretend I don't know who you are.
Let's go in the sewer. Come on, I need to swap to actually farming. This isn't going very
Right.
efficiently.
Let's get this done quickly.
Bubble. Bubble. Don't look at her boobs, everyone. Look at the bubbles. Yeah, don't you know you can just put like a little domino mask on and no one knows who you are.
This way.
Oh, some of them are just mining nodes.
Come at me.
I think they should make her the mascot. She's one of the only female characters that's not like an annoying too young woman. Am I breaking this? Yes, sort of. Instructions unclear, looking at bubbles. I like how she's just targeting the mining nodes instead. Why do I have to kill these? What'd they do to me? Can't I just move on?
Swift and resolute.
Boof, boof, boof.
No hesitation.
Whoop. Oh, I missed. I'm getting bettered by a piece of insert mineral here. I couldn't pick one with my low brain RAM because it would have just been a Harthian name, because
things just went south.
That's the last thing I was thinking
Looks
about.
like we've got a fight on our hands. Shut up.
I think she said shadow, but it sounded a bit like shut up.
Come at me.
A lot of minerals down here. At least it makes a slight change
I don't do overtime.
from being in the sewer and just fighting rats and maybe vampires. Our sewers are full of rocks. You're back with Borgers? Nothing much happened. We're infiltrating this hideout.
Wait, we're swimming down there?
I think that cutscene works better if it ends there.
What's this?
Oh, did I miss the swimming? Oh, what? My Outer Wilds fanfic made you cry and reminded you to catch up a bunch of other fics you had, but oh my god! Thank you! I did cry writing it, but only slightly. I was so zoned in. Continuously attack the sequence mechanism to activate it. What, in any particular way, or just... Oh, thank you so much. Something weird came over me and I felt really ill for the rest of the day. Because I don't think humans were designed to write 4,500 words in one sitting. Turn the messenger statue to the correct direction to activate the mechanism. This is... they are so... no one has figured out how to explain anything. They've just told you the same thing twice and then wrote, look for nearby hints. Why should I? You're supposed to be telling me how to do this. I love puzzle of punch it till it opens. Some of they have got puzzles in the exploration areas, but sometimes it's just not a puzzle. When at the center their eyes converge, from the waters the path will emerge. Wow, I wonder what I have to do.
If we turn the statues to face the right direction...
Oh my god!
How do we know what's the right direction?
I've never actually been here before, so let me think. I know there must be something that can help.
Thank you for that. Okay, where's the statue that I'm rotating? There's one there, there's one here. There's 2 over that side as well. Hello? Why doesn't that... Oh, sometimes in story missions I have to press a different key. I'm not sure why. No thoughts, only woo. If they make a wowie that worked, they will. The open world puzzles are actually sometimes puzzles and they're fine. In story mode, the puzzles are just the characters standing there going, wow, I wonder how this works, and then doing it themselves. It is absolutely bizarre. I can even ask the 2 characters for their opinions if I'm having trouble with this. Point in Wuwa's detraction. I had to download the software that came for my keyboard from Corsair Technologies. I had to install the software and set up an additional profile for my keys so that I could use my keyboard in the way that I usually would, because you cannot keybind half the keyboard within the game. So instead, I've told my keyboard that when I press this button, I'm actually pressing another one, so the game understands it in the way that I want. Oh, sorry, Rainbow. Woo-wah, for some reason, is the abbreviation of Wuthering Waves. I don't use it because I think it sounds stupid. But that's what a lot of people use. We've been making fun of it this stream, basically. Okay, so now I'm just moving my hand all over the place to try and adjust to this new key settings. God, this is... Was this such a hard puzzle? I don't get it. Can we condense it down to what? Oh, no fucking way. Stuff happened. I thought it was the new hip term for Yuri. Hang on a sec. Given that it's been mentioned...
So all we needed to do was make them face the center. So simple.
Who up wooing their wa?
Well, looks like we found the way. Let's move.
This is so much more fun. I'm not doing very good at getting my pulls in, but this is way more fun than it usually would be. Wow, AO3 is just not loading. Aw, man. But it's not working at all. Okay, I'll come back later. Ooh, woo, that's a good one. Head to the lower level. But you...
Leave it to me.
Ah!
Moment of resonance.
Get out. A lot of the enemies in this region look a lot like Kingdom Hearts. And I say that with fondness. They're just very Kingdom Hearts. You guys spelled woo. Good job. Does she pull any other fun, like, stances? 1 is just, I swung it. 2 is throwing it on the ground, fixing glove. 3, bonk bonk, I'm taking a break. Leave me alone. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, she picks up the shield with her leg? I'm not... Was that attached to her leg? Girl, how are you doing this? I love puzzle of hit thing until it opens. A few of these are filled with spoiled... A few of these are filled with spoiled corned beef and pickled fish. Thighs of steel. Even for a gacha, that's a little bit...
Efficiency, above all.
Pushing it, I think. Oh, your little hat? You want to put your little hat on? You okay? What are they doing?
Yeah, thanks. You saved me there.
Wait, what happened? Can I just get out?
It's been a while since I've been down here. Forgot about that part.
Wow, this really is England. What? You mean the bit where we fell down a shaft in a cistern and there were a bunch of owls wearing magician hats? Was that the bit that's like England? Can I leave? I can't leave because she won't attack the door while there's owls.
Come at me.
Cannot impress enough that I'm just clicking over and over again. That's all I'm doing. I could hammer back some corned beef. What is going on down here? Should I... You know what? I'm not paid enough.
Huh. Some pocket money. Won't say no to that.
Something about jars of food. Bring your child to work day? Bye. I'm just ignoring that. Hello? Actually, I just realized I probably could have just saved that guy from being beaten up, and that might have been a good thing to do. But it's too late now.
In my way. Reduce to dust.
Goddamn Zanny or Bobbies really beat the shit out of those guys. Run, 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 run. The hell's going on here? Oh no, a fan has gone awry.
This place was supposed to be abandoned. Why is this thing still running?
She rips open the shirt for cleavage. Yeah, her ult is that her clothes all get torn off because she's done being in like work mode, I guess.
Come, follow me.
Damn. Okay, now she's Zhongli. Thank you. Again, Zhongli did this. I don't want to, like, harsh your vibe here, but Zhongli did this before. He did do it cooler.
To stop it is up ahead.
Work mode to game mode.
Normally there's always someone guarding this. Strange. It's just like earlier.
Well, I didn't exactly expect them to be modeling.
Please, sir, can I
toys.
have some
did
pickled
expect
fish?
A bit of crisis awareness. Something's definitely off.
You think?
Let's pick up the pace.
Here it is. The switch to stop the blades.
Less explaining, more button pressing.
Finally, something I agree with her on. Can I have but one mushy pea? Some smack barb pay wet for the journey. Deadass, I really want to try the smack barb pay wet. I'd love to go to that one Wigan kebab shop. Please, sir, can I have a single mushy pea?
Right above is the Black Alley living quarters.
That is the Wigan kebab. They made it look so good. Are these pressure plates? It represents the messenger scarred by betrayal. Maybe performing a specific pose will help solve this puzzle. I like when you're doing a puzzle and the game says, perhaps doing this will solve the puzzle. Okay, this is actually not that straightforward though. Which of these blueprints who? Guidance? No. I don't know what poses these are. A thumbs up! Yes, you do a thumbs up and that's how you solve the puzzle. Oh, it was about betrayal. Right. Okay, so I take it back. It was an actual puzzle. I did have to like connect one thing to another thing. Fair enough. Fair enough. I turned my brain off because of the previous puzzles. The messenger consumed by doubt. So I don't have to know what these things represent. I just have to associate the words. So doubt would need guidance. No. Okay, doubt needs a good hearty thumbs up, actually. Sure. I broke this pipe for no reason. The messenger who has lost their way. Well, doing this one first would have made the others a little easier. Why would anyone... Oh, a chest. Why would anyone make that a thing you had to do for any reason? I'm just gonna take it. I'm just gonna take it. It's not a mimic. I'm gonna take it.
Cherish every game.
Oh, it was real. Crazy to think the channel tunnel looks like this. Have you ever been through the channel tunnel? You do have to do a puzzle on the way. Oh, shut up. That's pretty much the whole game. One of those two things. Oh, look, it's so grungy. They had a digital board with graffiti displayed on it.
Not a soul inside.
This doesn't feel right. And the old folk like Hubert, they'd be stuck here too.
Oh no, it's Kingdom Hearts again.
Hopefully this helps. Sounds come forth.
Let's destroy their pool table.
One more time.
I think, there we go. I think it deserves to be
no hesitation.
Completely, there we go. There we go. Pieces of pool table. Have at you. Oh, 1 second. I have to allow a message which was held back for reason misogyny. I hate when my Eurostar gets delayed because the train in front of me can't figure out the puzzle. Oh my god. Oh no, I've caused Soul to download it again. I'm sorry. The message was, what's this Kingdom Hearts Dream Eater ass bish? Apparently, I have toned down auto mod, but it still didn't like the term ass bish. Why does it know that? You can't even censor yourself anymore. You okay, Zanny? Oh, I thought she was lying down because she was tired. Search for clues. Let's split up, gang. Shadows of Doubt. This is not. I bet that's a wheel where you like throw knives at people. Some still warm stew. Broken glass in a pub? Fuck! These tables are all destroyable, apparently. Yeah, eat shit. Is this like... Oh my god, it's a DJ console! They were having raves! He was in here last night, raving. Investigate the suspicious trace. Buy me dinner first. Someone was dragged away.
How's it going over there? Let's regroup.
Zanny, she was just petting a cat that whole time.
The conclusion I've come to is simple. Everyone here was dragged off.
Everyone here was in drag. Got it. Oh, look, fellas. It's the fucking Muncho boys.
Sounds come forth.
Come to spoil our show, have ya?
Leave it to me.
Oh, you're gonna stand on the fucking table? We'll have health and safety in here, mate. Surely you don't want to run afoul of health and safety.
No contest. I can spare a minute.
I don't know why I'm ulting for this. I don't have to.
Come at me.
2 hits. Hello, hello. What's all these geezers here?
Where is everyone?
You were supposed to be in
Who
drag.
the hell are you lot?
These men do not have a TV license. Hey, Supreme Mr. Bean, there's just been a lot of boobs. You didn't miss anything.
So quick to sell your master. You've got a short memory, eh? Now that your nails are back, you think you're so tough.
What?
Just wait till Talis gets her hands on these two.
Perfect timing. Why don't you tell us where she is? We'll spare her the trouble and walk right into the net ourselves.
She's in the storage area, behind the trapdoor.
She's in the storage area behind the trapdoor.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Sorry, they're turning into Muppets.
Tell me, the people, where did they go?
Again, this is just D-Luke. She's just a gender-bent D-Luke with horns.
He'd rather knock himself out cold than talk.
You remember the first time you see D-Luke in the story and he's interrogating an abyss mage by setting it on fire repeatedly? And it's like screaming in pain. God, I miss stuff like that. This looks like a fun time, honestly. Why are we engaging in class war? Why can't they have their underground club? With blackjack and hookers and a rave and these wheels that I think you throw knives at while someone is standing in front of them. Oh my god, I wish I knew where to go. I just can't tell where the game wants me to go next. I wish there was some sort of indication. God, if only I had one brain cell and I knew what I was supposed to do next. Mark off poor player direction. Fuck you. I don't care how strong she is. I think she's overdoing it in some of these attacks. I shouldn't say that. I mean, they are like kind of the kings of animation in the gacha space. I know that Five said whenever there's a new character trailer or some kind of new thing that's come out, they always actually take a second to have a look at it. They don't play the game, but the animation is apparently just some of the best in this industry.
Keep alert.
This again? So it's fun to like just watch the characters do things, I guess. They have some very talented animators at work on this. We just need the character designs to catch up. What happens if I move out of the range of the shield, actually? Oh no! Fair enough, there was actually a reason to do this properly.
Watch out.
Fair enough. Sometimes they just give you a... Let bush go. Sometimes they give you an objective and they assume you won't bother to not do it because it's very easy and there's no actual repercussions. You just pulled Gian, he came home early. Congratulations. Oh god. I'm not gonna make it, I'm not gonna get the one I want, but I'm glad you did. There are nice animations, but here is stretching the limits of disbelief. True. I'm glad you got Gian. I got quite lucky. Oh, come on. I got kind of lucky at the very beginning when I wanted Brant because I got 2 Brants and his weapon right when I began, so I was using up all like the new player promo stuff. Yeah, that chest was a little bit of a fuck you. But I haven't been lucky in a while. I think I've lost most of my 50/50s. And I had to go to Full Pity twice for, what's his name, Zhangli Yao?
No worries. I've got this.
And I had to go to Full Pity and then 1 and 50/50 on Jian, so yeah, it's not been great. Can you go a little, sorry, but can you just a little faster? Just like scoot? Can we scoot? Oh. Oh dear. Oh, there's lasers. Zanny, look, there's lasers. 2 Brant, 2 Burious. I am overdue for an early pull. I really am. Can they just give me this one thing? I'm gonna go through an hour-long quest and I'm gonna have enough for 1 pull. Why are we looking at this fan so much? It's overloading. Girl, you shouldn't have worn heels to this.
Watch out!
Oh, who cares? What are you gonna do about it exactly? Nice. We're just going down here now, apparently. We live in the sewers now. That was very silly. Yeah, it kind of goes without saying, a lot of the cutscenes are just kind of whack. I don't know. We'll just jump down. Or something. Oh, I caught her and we glided. Okay. No, it's okay. I just caught I caught Oliver Twist on the way down. I used my glider. And Zanny jumped down after kicking something into the mechanism for some reason. None of them are seriously injured. Hubert explains Talos's motive for taking the residence. She was planning on escaping Black Alley before you could reach her. That is not a motivation. That didn't make sense. Move them to higher ground. That's exactly what you do with people that are injured. You move them immediately. Stop the room from flooding in 30 seconds. The water level is actually rising. That's pretty good. Okay. Boof, boof, boof. Open. Boof, boof, boof. If I wait too long, I won't be able to stand in the water. Let's get over here a bit quicker. So I won't be able to attack, so I guess that makes sense. Move them, jostle them around. We don't have the RAM in my computer to jostle anything around anymore.
We can't run anymore.
We're old and no use to anyone.
It's not so bad. Lying here. Easier than getting up and finding out. Life here hasn't been easy.
In an anime game that makes him 26.
If it weren't for Talos, you'd already be long gone from this place. Oh, you passed the Vault's hiring test.
What?
Oh, it's always the same.
Another one.
Leave this place. Oh, you deserve a stable home.
That's all you need to do. When you find someone who is poor and living underground in a cistern, you just need to say to them, look, leave this place. You deserve a real home. And they'll go, oh, I thought I just had to. Yeah, no, you're right. I should just go and live differently, to be honest. And then they won't be poor anymore.
I'm Zani, from Averardo Vault.
Oh my god, your tits are huge!
That's where little Colleen was supposed to go.
Yes. It was Miss Colleen who reached out to us. According to the employee manual, Protocol 8, we are obligated to help members.
Well, bring Manuel here and let's ask him some questions.
Since Miss Colleen passed the assessment, but can't begin her duties because of outside factors, We're required to activate Protocol 8.
Miss Honey.
Little Colleen, is this true?
Yeah, it is. Miss Zani is incredible. She showed us some wild stuff during the assessment.
But Talos's echo is not something to be taken lightly.
Mr. Bean, I'm not sure either. I thought it was Russian at first, and then she sounded like more Italian, and now I don't know, but I didn't want to ask for fear of sounding stupid.
I'll be there too.
That's right.
I'm
Maria is
helping.
here too. She took down Cetus the Tidebreaker single-handedly.
Thank you.
Colleen, I'm leaving this in your hands.
It's my last can of Monster.
Montellis and get them here. Rover, looks like I'll have to go back on what I said.
I can't fault the fantasy game for having an implaceable accent though. There's no reason why it would have to align with any particular region. Like, I don't care. It's fine. Why not? It's weirder that there are a bunch of characters that suddenly come from South London here. I don't know. Suddenly we want thugs in our video game and we have to go to the far-flung region of Croydon to hire some people. Unfortunately, on our trip there to hire some actors, we were stabbed repeatedly. Release water from the tunnel and create a new passage. Adjust the spiral column. A lot of these you don't need. Her actress is Greek-American. Oh, okay. Open the outlet. Why does it give you so many conflicting instructions? It's more confusing than just walking in and seeing things you can interact with. Having a menu come up and be like, hey, do this and this and this is way more confusing than just seeing the options and exploring them. Open the lower outlet on the spiral column. Why would you ask me to do stuff if you're just gonna... Ooh. Give. Oh, hey Soul Bossman. I hope you like gacha games. And boobs. Can I open this or do I have to lower... Oh, I can't because it's floating. It's very nice. Everyone's like down bad for Sani. Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone's made a Wales joke about this. I don't think I'd count it as having bits, you know, chunky thighs though. What is this? No, that's already done. Do I have, what do I have to do? I've only got raise and leave. Okay, so the water loss was permanent. Is Annie S tier? Do you mean from a gameplay perspective? Or do you mean like character tier list? For each person. Lower the why are you asking me to do this if you're just going to tell me what to do and make me do it? Is this gameplay? Oh, haha. She's double D tier in our hearts. Alright, give me some primos for putting up with this.
Every game. Did you take off your mask back there just to make them feel better?
Yes, or my words wouldn't have meant a damn thing.
Didn't think you'd bother with something like that.
Today is an exception.
Zani is junk food for the eyes. That's actually a little harsh, but I'm not gonna say no. For the newcomers, like, hey, Soul Waspman, this is who we're talking about. Oh yeah, I became a teddy bear real quick. Don't worry about it.
Fine. Comes with the job, I guess.
So, Protocol 8 from the employee manual? We're lying
Wuthering Woobs, there we go.
Obviously. Who would do something so thankless and exhausting?
Oh, we ran out of
Isn't
enemies
that
and I
what
just
you're doing
smacked
right
the tables and couch
Just
there. It's
doing?
okay. Everyone's running over with their various hair colors to say hi. And their bear is helping.
All yours.
The hour is upon us.
Save me,
I know it doesn't look like much is happening, but in reality, all I'm doing is clicking like a couple times. So yeah, nothing much is happening. Ding, ding, ding.
Fine.
Oh, there's tons of them. Hey, everybody at once. Everybody come here. You won't let me do it? Fine. Fine. When she said who would do something so thankless, I thought that's a nice character thing, but then they kept explaining it. Yeah, that's gotchas for you. They've got to have a bit of a personality to get people attached, but we can't possibly risk anyone not noticing that.
I don't have all day.
Yeah, that was an invisible wall characterized by, like, swimming rainbow colors, so I couldn't attack everybody at once. I guess this is dragon form. I do like the tail on fire, to be honest. Why has she got a ribbon around her arm? We'll never know.
Can I ask you for a favor?
Is AO3 working yet? Okay, now it is. Oh, no, it's still kind of... No, I'll have to let it load for a bit.
To take down Talos.
Yes.
All right. You do
Yeah, I
have
mean,
an
she's got horns
obligation
and
to
like a
make sure
spiked
Famous
tail.
terminals don't end up in the
So I
wrong
guess
Making
she's
up the excuse
draconic
for
in
me,
nature.
Yeah. I got a score to settle with that fish that slipped the net all those years ago.
Cool. Let's go do it without further ado. Oh man, I wish I knew which way to go. I wish I could tell where I should be trying to get to in this giant circular room with a spotlight in the middle of it. But like, I'm just not sure. It's so hard to tell these days. Man, do I go back? Do I go back the way I came? Or what? Like, what?
Fine. Comes with the job, I guess.
Oh no, not gang fighter.
All yours.
Swift and resolute. The end has come.
Save me, fine.
Strike from the shadows.
Not here.
Here we go, cutscene time.
On to the next.
The one bit that's usually worth seeing when they fully animated it.
Looking for me? Seems my men have gotten quite the beating from you. That uniform and crest. Are you the
Oh
ghost
my
in Tennessee?
god.
Anyway, none of that matters.
Sorry?
Stick to the plan.
Whoa, we were.
I've got this. The rest is on you.
Yeah, when you get the full animated video, it's time to breast boobily.
Fine. Comes with the job, I guess. Reduced to dust.
I like the night design. I wasn't sure what was going on right before that. That's
Now I
new.
have a report to write. Come at me. My shield
Oh, can I hold that to act as a shield?
Don't stand in my way.
Why does the bit villain look so much cooler than any other person? Because they don't have to look wholesome for the audience who want waifus. Having to be too wholesome is genuinely one of the things that holds gacha games back the most.
Don't stand in my way. Come at me.
It feels disconnected from the person. Yeah, that's because this isn't like them in a costume. It isn't that character at all. This is actually one of the echoes that's based on the enemies. They mentioned this earlier. The person who was in charge had a really powerful, in quotes, echo, and that's what they're using. This is the transformation that I can do by doing this. See, I turned in, well, I summoned a dragon, I guess. So this is meant to be them summoning a really powerful... Oh, I nearly ate ass by explaining. Yeah, it's not meant to be the character that was. They've actually transformed into a monster to do this. And it's a knight because that's what they have in this region, I guess. Oh, good lord, the girls are fighting. She goaded Zanny into it, and Zanny was like, sure, let's just punch each other in the face. No, if only her boobs were smaller. like the clash of equally matched blades, but it was their legs. Oh, we broke her wrist. Okay, smack, 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 smack. I'm clicking. Boof. My god. Lovely animation on the fall there. Okay. Sure.
How can this be? Even Talos has fallen. Wait. Oh, the blazing white hair. The scars all over you. No.
Oh, is this like... God, this woman looks cool as hell. Can we just use... Can we have this one? She looks really good. I was a bit surprised by the outfit, but her design is nice. I like this. Yeah, Rainbow Dragon, this is a very, very fan-servicey game for men. Not for me. I don't know why I'm playing it.
You're the blazing Nightwalker, aren't you?
So her torn shirt appearance with the hair like that is actually her alter ego. And no one has figured it out.
The change is quite remarkable.
Is it? Really?
Funny. Talos should have disappeared years ago, too.
Run! Run!
Hey! Damn.
What? What do you think you just do?
Wait. Blazing Nightwalker, right? You know how it was back then. You should understand. The strong will always prey on the weak. That will never change.
The most normal London day. No one recognizes her because they're not looking at her face. I'll allow it.
I'm simply following them to keep things running smoothly.
Before you talk about rules, first learn not to make my life harder.
So do you see what I mean? When we started playing the story level and talking about characters, I mentioned that the way they run this is on vibes. They will come up with a character concept and then they will develop what they want to do for that character's final cutscene, and then they will just make up a bunch of vague bullshit to get them to that point. So when they came up with Zanny, they were like, she's a security guard who generally feels a little overworked, but she has this alter ego that's a vigilante that's trying to keep things clean from the underworld. And the final cutscene is going to be her going mano a mano with the leader of an underground group that's causing trouble. They came up with that, and then everything else that we just played was a bunch of, you know, stuff that they had to add in as padding to get her to the point of that scene. That's not actually like a bad way to write. It's perfectly fine to come up with something really cool that you want to build to. It's just that you do have to justify the time that's being spent before. You can't just spin wheels and come up with vague justifications to make people like sit through 2 hours of a storyline before they're allowed to see the fun concept you wanted for the ending. You do have to put in the work to make it engaging from start to finish and step by step increasing your understanding of the situation. And they're not doing that that's like the weakest point of the writing. You can tell they came in with the ending in mind and they didn't really care about what was happening in between. That's like my main criticisms, like summed up. Just it feels like they just needed to fill a bunch of space. And Genshin does have this problem as well, quite a lot. It's something where they only really care about the thing that you're left, you know, in your mind. They want you to finish watching the cutscene and experiencing the character storyline, and the last thing you see is how cool the character is, so that the last thing you think is, I want to pull that character, I want to own the character, and nothing else really matters, so that's not where they're putting the effort in.
The strong prey on the weak. Isn't that what keeps the Black Alley running? What? Never been on the brink of death? Too weak to beg for mercy? Please, have mercy. Shut up.
Okay.
Let me tell you, weakling.
Why does she have sequential numbers around her neck?
If you lost respect for the law, then fear me instead.
That's a good line.
I'll be watching you. You can seek revenge or attempt another comeback. It doesn't matter. You will fail. I will make sure of
Her
it.
neck feels way too far back. Her shoulders should... A lot of things should be different about this. They couldn't risk making her look unfeminine, could they?
Now, what do you say?
I give up.
I like her eyes, I guess. I think the eye design is good, that it stands out from everything. I think among all the characters, she's the one who deserves to have white hair. A lot of the other ones, it's boring. Wow, dyes sexily. She's got a clock theme. I think it's kind of a steampunk theme, which happens to involve clocks, I think. If it's clocks, then... Okay, clocks are like one of the most thematic things you can do. It's easy to justify a clock theme. And if she has a clock theme, it's gotta work somewhere, you know? Even the most basic, you can even just go... The main character is afraid of growing up, and his main arch nemesis is afraid of the ticking of a clock, and you've got a clock theme. And I just described Peter Pan. That's how easy it is. Thumbs up! They really like the thumbs up animation. Oh, is the clock theme because of overtime? Like she's always checking her watch to make sure she's not still working when she should be off.
Want to slip away before they bombard us with questions.
Wink. What about the terminal? Hang on. What about the terminal? Zanny, how could you forget? You missed one thing, Zanny. What about the terminal? I'm always saying this.
I've now got a good excuse to ignore my supervisor's calls. I'll ask my supervisor about that later.
Yeah,
No
so...
uniform left. Guess I'll need to file for that too.
Okay. You didn't realize. Oh my god, this is just laying it on so thick. The clock theme could also be that she has numbers around her neck for some reason, but I don't know why that is. You might think perhaps the character's story quest would have been a good point to establish a theme related to clocks, to explain why she has numbers that appear luminously around her neckband to explain anything about why the character has horns and a tail and an overdrive mode that's semi-permanent. But no, we just did a boss fight, I guess.
Let's go.
Yeah, this whole game is pretty much fan service for the female characters, not for the other ones.
Huh. Some pocket money. Won't say no to that.
Are you dead? Did we kill you? I can see her moving. I guess she's not dead. No, there's not really fan service for the male characters. There's not many male characters to begin with. This game is made for men to look at boobies. Just don't get it wrong. That is what it is.
Protecting the rich is not exactly the work I find meaningful. But I get to slack off.
I have to assume that when you do get the occasional wink from a male character, it's designed as fan service for gay men, because I don't think they care about having a female player base whatsoever. No, Rainbow, that's absolutely understandable. There is a point where you're overdoing it and you realize that something is only there for titillation, and then after that it becomes boring. Somebody take this noir monologue away from her. Do you think the key that she unlocks her apartment with is the one she wears from her ear as her earring? Because that's kind of a flex. Like, hey, look, do you want to open my house? Oh, it's young her with little nub horns.
What was I thinking back then? Wishing someone would stand up for me, right?
Oh, so right at the end, we're being told that she was once a down and out as well, and she wished someone was there for her.
Walk a little longer.
Who are you? Mind your own damn business.
And that's why she took it so seriously.
It was you yesterday.
So her whole exhausted and tired persona isn't because she's given too much work at her job, it's because she's spending all night punching people on her own time.
Blazing Nightwalker.
She puts little sockies on her horns.
Time to work again.
Girl, this can't go on. I don't think this is sustainable. That's the most charming thing so far. It was kind of charming, and it wasn't overly fan servicey.
That's the real story behind that ridiculous name.
Go to bed. You need sleep.
Not everything needs to be turned into some grand tale.
I feel like they would have no male characters at all if they only cared about the straight male audience. No, what I'm saying is that occasionally they care about the gay male audience. I don't think anything is made for women. I think they just toss in like a quick extra one. Like, it has to be for men. Some men are gay, so they'll just like have a flirty man in there sometimes.
In the city, it's mostly the same routine every day.
Did you see there was a demographic breakdown of the gender difference between different gachas? I wouldn't be able to find it now, but Soul, Rainbow, and Waspman, you may remember it being on BLT server, and it showed like how much there is. The gender difference for Genshin was like, what, 60-40 or something? It was like, it had one of the biggest female player bases, I think, 40 being female, and on the other end of the scale, Wuthering Waves was like the most polarized. It was like 80% male. So they are not only not making content for their female player base, they don't have one. Oh, Reverse 1999, yeah, that Reverse 1999 had like one of the biggest. I can't imagine men playing gachas Well, unfortunately, they do, and no one cares about anything but that.
Which time's best to line up to get a fresh...
Was Nikki on there? I don't remember. If anyone has the image, please feel free to throw the link to the image in chat. I'm not sure where it was.
How to sleep without lying in bed for
Have
hours.
we had like 3 epilogues now?
These little routines are fragile. One bad move and they're gone. But likewise, just one bold move is enough to bring them back. Most people got it wrong, slapping that big name on me. It's just part of my routine. Like snoozing, eating, or keeping my hair and horns in check. I was alone back then. I didn't even bother hiding who I was.
This is epilogue
That's
4.
when the trouble. I thought, why wait for it to get worse? But of course, I made it worse. Too fast. Too soon.
Oh, thank you, Supreme Mr. Bean. They've got a link to the gender ratios.
The Montelli family reached out to me and offered to clean up the mess. Even said they'd back me up in the future.
It is an interesting little insight because, of course, the companies are aware of who's playing their game and who
So,
they're going to pander
I
to.
changed jobs. The work is the same. No difference.
It's fun knowing a lot about a genre because I can say they're doing it bad. I feel like you don't even need to say that. I mean, it's a gacha. They're not gonna do noir properly. You don't even have to point it out.
Your instincts came from a good place. A fist might not be as sharp as a blade, but it can still break through deeply rooted problems. And up close,
What?
it's gentle enough to protect what's important.
I don't think that meant anything.
So
It looks
don't
like
let today
bacon.
bother you.
No, I'm not letting it bother me. Cleaning up simple scum doesn't weigh on me. Just reliving some old memories, that's all.
I really need to finish this
You're
off.
right about something.
Zanny,
What you said
please.
just now
I need
applies
to finish
you.
this off so I can
The
get more
difference,
primos.
though, is that you are a blade. A weapon that can break the cycle.
Zanny, please.
But you don't seem to realize it. Seeing you
I'll
has
say it
brought
again.
some
I'm
old
very
feelings.
forgiving towards Zanny. She's not my style. I'm not pulling her. I'll kind of forgive the over-sexualization because she is clearing the ground level bar of being an adult woman. And at this point, I'm just glad
Don't
they've
you
done
see?
that.
Ever since you helped make the carnival happen, Raguna's been different. Things are busier now. There's more work.
I like
more
that the
opportunities.
added rain is contributing to the nighttime noir feel.
Fragile. One bad move and they're gone, right?
Zanny, it's fucking raining. Can we finish this up?
So, a stable environment is the only way to reduce the bad moves.
Zanny, we kind of just enacted a class war.
I tried to do that for a long time, but you're the one who made it happen.
Is this
With
necessary?
more bad actors on the streets these days.
And they do that specific Genshin thing of putting a different name for something above it in like super text when it is never necessary and it always makes something more confusing.
Perhaps one day I'll finally be able to sleep through the night.
Oh, everybody, oh.
Of course. It was
She
all
is
part
pretty.
of
I have to give it that. She's pretty in a way that's like if you can't see her chest,
I've been thinking.
it's like, yeah, she's an actual
a
pretty
relief that
woman. And
someone
then,
like you is
you
willing
know,
to step up.
the fan service kicks back in. I've been playing for 3 hours.
Your
I
potential
don't
is
care.
great, Yet you still insist on being responsible for everything, no matter how big or small. Thank you. You've done well.
Not the head pat.
Ah, sorry. It's just a habit.
It's okay. Ugh.
By the way, this is for you.
The
It
things
used
I
to
do
be
for
my
primos.
weapon.
We're getting her silver knuckles as a memento?
As a token of silence, or as part of an agreement.
What?
As if I do that. That would just be getting in your way.
They're trying and I think they're succeeding, but if she becomes the face character for the game, I don't mind. She's got an interesting enough design, and the ones from Huanlong kind of sucked, so fair enough. I like the scene, I like the lighting in the background, I like the Mamatus clouds, just making you think of boobs that much longer. Oh god, it's done. Okay, give me the gems. Give me the fucking blazing claw, a pair of brass knuckles. Well, it's better than Seat Lali's quest. I'll say that much. Give me the thing. Okay, we're completing it. We get an extra 10. This is just you played the game. Yep, I sure did play it. Defeat 66 snip snaps. Okay, sure. How much do we have? Oh, I got some more beeps. Sorry, I called these beeps for some reason. I didn't mean to click that. Oh, shoot! That gave me a bunch because it's the current content. I got 2 regular wishes. You can tell when they're trying to push someone as your waifu so bad. They do that. But they do that for a lot of characters. And at some point it just becomes noise. No, like look at the environment design. This rips. Unfortunately, it's in this game. Apparently she doesn't want that anymore. Yeah, her repping the game is alright. She is pretty cool. I would be happy if they continued in that vein. Again, I'm looking forward to the character after this because she's more my speed. She may be the only female 5-star character I've actually attempted to pull in either Genshin or this game. I'm not counting Reverse 999 because they had some decent female characters. Anyway, we have 1 pull. we got 1 pull for this weapon. No. It's obvious early in the animation if you get anything. We got 2 regular ones. I'm trying to get this pistol on the standard banner. Oh, we got. Oh my god! I got the weapon, but it was on the standard banner. Couldn't it have gone the other way? Okay, I have ice pistol now. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I need to change the target. I need to change the target of the weapon. It doesn't matter. I need to pick something else. What was the next one I was gonna get? Oh, I don't remember. I'll have to look up what I was going for after I got the pistols. What was the next? I've got this one. Then this one. I think I was just gonna go for the rest, like, in order. I'll just set it to this big sword for no reason. That was a 50-50 loss. No, it was not. This is the standard banner and you just get the weapon. And on the main banners, you also just get the weapon. There's no 50-50 on these. Which is nice. But... no, Modfox, I didn't get the weapon I wanted. I got a weapon off the standard banner. Which is the same as, like, when you get, the Skyward Sword or Skyward Spear or whatever in Genshin. It was the wrong banner. How far into pity was I? Let me just check. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. Okay, I was at pity anyway. It wasn't lucky. I was just at pity. It was my first standard banner win. Yeah, no, I was at pity for that, so it wasn't even luck. Okay, look. We have a few more minutes to go. We can grind out a few more. I need 35 wishes to get to pity on the main banner. Okay, what do I do? Oh! Yeah, hang on. I can go to the store and cash in what I got from reaching pity. I can get 2 of these. and then use them. Can you get 35 pulls in grinding in 36 hours? Maybe? Oh, bye, Starlight. Sorry, I keep stopping because you're Nova to me, but thank you for coming by to watch. I hope I haven't inspired too many people to play this game. The count for anniversary is shared with the event. Oh, you don't? I thought I was gonna lose it. I didn't realize they shared Built Pity. Oh, okay then. I'm not so worried anymore. This entire stream was built on the idea that I was gonna waste my built up pulls if I didn't get it. Check the details on the banner. Was I just blind? Oh, that's not it. This one, information. The guarantee count is shared among all anniversary weapon convene and featured weapon convene event banners. Oh my god. Okay, that takes the sting out of it then. If I don't get it, it's just rolling forward to the next thing. Also, I don't necessarily even need this. Also, I've made such bad decisions because it's not Genshin. I've been way more lax about how I'm pulling. Like, I'm just having fun with it. Let me just check who I've got here.
Let me be there for everyone.
I have Brand at, I don't know what this is called, C1, because I got 2 of him. I got this guy off anniversary. I got this guy off anniversary.
Well, whatever it is, I'll play my role.
These guys are standard. This guy's standard. She's standard. So that's all I've pulled. And in weapons, I got Zhang Liao's weapon off anniversary. I got Brandt's weapon when I started playing. This was given to me. I just got this gun. This was from a quest. This is Shorekeeper's weapon. I think. That's Shorekeeper's right. I pulled it to give to a 4-star character because I thought it would be funny. I've made such bad decisions. Yeah, see, I assumed that it wasn't shared pity because that's the kind of thing a mean gacha game would do. And they have no reason to not do that. I mean, they made you go through 50/50s for their special fun anniversary thing. So I assumed they were going to be like mean, but apparently not. Okay, for the next like little while, oh, I forgot to use them. I just bought them. I've got 2 of these. Are you having fun? I am the kind of person where if I'm not having fun, I will stop. It's just that I should have been more. I should have saved this up better, but like it's not the end of the world. It's fun to be like, oh no, I'm not gonna get the thing, you know? And then sometimes you do get the thing. Oh, I got a 4-star. It's new. It's Discord. You could clip that and use it to advertise messaging service. Okay. Oh my god, I thought it might be gold for a second there because we just I got another sword. I thought for a second it might be going gold. Can I buy another one? I have 8. I can buy another one. Look at that. $20 days left on those. We can do one more. How many is this? We got like 5 wishes down. That's not nothing. Nah. Bubkus. Well, okay. Getting an extra 4-star right away was a little lucky and gave me a little bit of currency to buy another thing. I've been so enthralled by this, I've ceased my game grind. Why? Okay. Now, since Rainbow Dragon brought it up earlier, I've been waiting for AO3 to load. I'm gonna just link you guys to my fic really quickly. I wrote this in over the course of several hours in one session, like yesterday. And since you're all here in my stream, I can just make you look at it. I was so brain poisoned by what happened at the end of Echoes of the Eye that I wrote that. If you intend to play The Outer Wilds, do not read this. Oh, thank you, Yuzumi. Yeah, you gave me kudos, didn't you? Ah, everybody here gives me kudos already. I don't even have to ask. Yay. But yeah, there it is. I'm glad to see Outer Wilds has violently affected your psyche like it does to literally everyone. It did, but it didn't really properly hit until the DLC. And then, even then, you saw what I was like. You know how most people are like, oh no, it's getting scary. Oh, I might need to turn down the scares in the menu. And then I was like just getting caught by them and going, twirls hair, hi. So yeah, it violently affected my psyche, but you know, okay. Where am I going to start with my exploration? I do like exploring, honestly. It's a fun game environment and I enjoy being here. I'm going to go to the vault over here. And bear with me, every time I open a chest, I have to tab out to a map and mark it opened so I don't lose track of where I am. But that's fun for me, genuinely. I like doing that. Okay. Sensor, where are those?
Seems like a new discovery.
Hey. He's loving it. Oh, I will try to remember Idyllic Zenith is Dragon's name. Okay, let's just turn these in. There you go. Have some music. Enjoy yourself. These guys are fun. They're just fruity microphone men who dance around. There's one there. Yeah, Red Rush, I genuinely love them as well. They're a little bit camp and silly and fun. There's one, was that down here? There it is.
Cherish every gain. Seems like a new discovery.
And there's one over there. That was easy.
An unexpected discovery.
We got enough for another one. Woohoo! I think I could probably grind the story quests better if I wasn't streaming. Because that was actual, like, we could use that for content and we could have fun with it. And I did have fun with it. But if it's a character I do not give a shit about, I can just skip everything. Alright, I need to just really quick mark that off. So it was on the rotunda. There it is. 3 chests marked off. There's also a music there, apparently, but I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna go and get that thing that's like an Oculus from Genshin, and the good thing about this area is I can straight up just fly. There we go. This vault is just bleeding gold in rivers of it. Okay, let's just mark that off. And there's a chest near the top of this, apparently. Maybe near the bottom, actually. Down here? The big abyss! No! What is that? Oh! Hi! Why are you here? What is this? Go, my twin scarabs! Oh, no, wait, that's not a real chest. What does it look like? In a ruined structure. Oh, maybe that is real. Some of these are mimics.
Guide me.
Yeah. Okay, where's the real chest? Down here. There it is. It's gonna be one of these. I didn't even need to guess. I can just use the
Seems like a
sensor and
new
it tells me this is the real one. What am I doing? I like the cunty swords women. You know what I mean. Doesn't explain. Teleports away. Okay, where's the music? Oh, it's just bobbing around the fountain. It's funny I didn't see it. You have to just hit these guys. And then you get a song. Ooh. Go my scarab. I don't know who uses the scarabs. I don't know shit about anything. Yeah, so if you were here for narrative content, fun though it was, I am just going to be exploring until I get bored. You are very well welcome to come along with me.
Wind guide me.
And see some of the sights. But yeah, if you're just here for the tits, we finished with tits. We are now here for a different kind of chest. Music up here somewhere. Pie Adventure Time. I was promised Wuthering woobs. Have you not had all the woobs you can handle? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Damn, I'm getting these way quicker than normal. Okay, now if I head across the other side of this lake, there's a purple chest. Oh, I had sensor on. I meant this. Where is it? Where are you? Is that it?
Wind guide me.
Oh, 1 point. Oh, no, that's a mimic. 1 point over Genshin. The radial menus are incredibly responsive and useful. I have to give it that. They're really good. Anything in here? Oh, it's one of these. There's a bunch of brothers. I think there's 3 of them, and they give you various challenges. Why didn't I just skip that? I want more woobs. I can squish the camera into this block and then walk towards it. This is like a punching challenge? I don't know. Puzzles. He's off the shits. I'm actually missing so many of these, it's embarrassing. Oh, come on! I'm not gonna make it, I'm too shit at this. Why am I so bad? Maybe I should use the spacebar instead. No, I failed! Me beating my... No, I can't! I have to do it again. Okay, I think this actually using the spacebar will probably make this doable. I know it's not the most fun minigame, but it'll give me more primos. I think I need to actually just get anywhere on the thing instead of waiting for it to go, because... You know what I mean? My brain cells are everywhere. Ugh. Again, that's from Final Fantasy X. I built my skills in the war. Having to press both directions really quickly. Give me my fucking money. Thank you.
Cherish every gain.
There it is. Alright, let's go down to this way. bounce, bounce, bounce. I'm going to turn into a teddy bear. Absorb 4 nightmare cloud sequences in the correct order. 1. Yeah, you can turn into like a weird plushy bunny thing. Lizard. 3, 4. Where's 2? Where's 2? Oh, it's down there. I couldn't see it. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Damn, you really can't move for shit, can you? Boop, 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 boop. Let's entertain the chat while we do this stupid mini game. Yoink.
You earned it. You keep it.
Brant appeared and decided he had to have it out with those vases. Okay, these next ones. Starting point, interact with a purple flower and on top of the bridge. I'm going on top of this bridge over here.
Beyond my beloved
Fly, fly, fly. Medium sealed tube. I hope everyone enjoys the medium sealed tubes they got from watching the stream today.
Ooh, any wine inside?
Okay, where does this begin? It starts at the end of a bridge above the Garden of the Lost. Which I don't have. Oh, no, it's the end of this bridge. Okay, let's go there. That's easy enough. I'm always talking about medium sealed tube. Little ruffled with a fancy tri-tip hat. That's how they got you. Shut up. Go ask Soul about it. Are they friendly? What is that? I don't want to touch it. Hello, what do you do? Bubble! What? What the fuck is this? So, what is going on? The edible finally hit! Oh god, he's hallucinating.
Beyond my beloved horizon. Woohoo!
Oh yeah, one more singular tiny point in favor over Genshin. You can adjust your trajectory as you fall. In Genshin, you can't do that.
Same actor?
I'm not immune to whimsy. Too many medium sealed tubes. It doesn't even give me the rewards for streaming it that it's giving everyone else who's watching.
Scent of history.
40? I'm sorry, Mr. Edibles, I wasn't familiar with your game. Jealous of my medium sealed tube, are you? What did that give me? Collect 30 edibles. Collect my beeps. I didn't mean to click that. Don't ever spend money in gacha games. Collect my edibles. Okay, bye. Bye, Rainbow. Please come back another time when I'm playing something less bullshit. I'm sorry I subjected. Oh, hello. Sorry, I've got to stop. I've got to stop twirling my hair over every enemy we find in every video game. I'm sorry, guys. That's right. I have an orange. No, you should. No, I don't think I should. Hang on. Have we even looked? What's it under? Data bank. Have we looked at any of the enemies and like ranked them? There's like little Pokemon bastards. Normal. There's pufferfish. There's several kinds of dog. Monkeys. Birds. The wolves are back. These adorable little dragons. They're so cute. I don't ever want to kill these things. Oh, hey, Goes Atomic. Welcome to whatever it is we're doing. Some herons. They love herons in this game. We're just looking at some monster designs. I do like these. I like that like all fantasy-based games have river-based gecko dragon things. I think they're cool, they're good. Everyone should do this. Wolf again. The wolves continue. Wolves will continue until morale improves. This thing is an absolute bitch to fight. This thing like sucks ass, but it looks cool. The Impermanence Heron, which is the funniest name ever. Okay, now we're into the interesting stuff. This guy, Kingdom Hearts as hell, really cool. Has a shiny skin. You can get shinies, I forgot to mention. Whenever you kill these things, there's a chance they leave behind an echo which you can absorb. And when you absorb it, you can then equip them to your characters. And if they're in the main slot, you can transform into the creature to do an attack. That's how it works. That functions as artifacts in Genshin Impact does, so you get random stats and you want to farm them until you get, you know, good stats for your characters. This thing is actually gay. This thing had a love story. This thing is like a gay angel creature. I gotta say that the design kind of slaps because it's weird. This guy is like he goes to a gay club, but he's not sure yet. I don't know. Female version of that, I guess. Yeah, some of these designs do go kind of hard. This is like the skeleton dragon, which I need for one of my guys. He has a halo of thorns, and it's actually controlling him or something. I don't know why they have this golden rosette on them. I actually don't know. I've just noticed they all have it. Big turtle. Big turtle with bell. Oh, these are like the elemental enemies, like the Genshin cubes. This thing has a stupid name. I never even got a good look at it while I was fighting it. I wasn't sure even what kind of creature this was. Then we get Kingdom Hearts. These things are actually pretty cute. My pirate guy has an idle animation where he pets one of these. I think these things are cute too. They like sing and hop around and project funny effects. This is a Pokemon. This is what happens when you don't realize a chest is a mimic and it attacks you. Yeah, straight up hands. These things, one of the first things I found in the game, and I was like, okay, goddamn, I have to respect it. Some kind of creature that's using a car as a shell. Something like a mimic, where you don't realize it's there, and then it like splits open the car and its legs come out. Love this thing. Oh yeah, cars exist. This is a post-apocalyptic modern world. Hang on, I'll show you the Death Stranding area. This is a merged version of the previous ones. Cars 4 is looking weird. Straight up Pokemon again. This is a Pokemon. This is an evolution of the previous. Same. Heartless. 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 Now we're getting somewhere. Hello. I love a masked dude. Heartless again. Big. Now this is the bit where I have to fan myself. Like, god damn, hello. Why are you in this game and not like Persona? The stilettos, like the strange wings. I didn't realize there were masks stuck to it. This one doesn't do anything for me. This one is cool as hell. I guess it's like a chess pattern. I like these. They're cool. They're elegant. Pretty good. I like the big jacket situation. What does this do? Oh, it's when I have shiny skins. So yeah, stained glass, fencer, pearl core, yes. And the shiny one actually looks worse. Big soldier. Oh, I have a dark one. I didn't realize. Oh, we're back to Kingdom Hearts again. These are some of the bosses. You don't even get to see this guy much. He moves too fast. This guy just straight up... This is just, Mawika from Genshin. Oh, love this guy. Which one? Which was the one you liked? Wow, the share zone. I could go and do the biker fight. He is actually really cool. No, it takes a while. I won't. Lorelei, I like the music when you fight her. The Tempest guy. Okay. Yeah, funky head situation. Arm coming off. Lorelei, her music is good. She is just a shade too I'm a naked woman to be interesting. Hecate does look cool. You can't ever see what she's like doing, but there's a lot going on there. I'm not even sure what it resembles. Traffic! Yeah, it's a traffic light that has a monster in it. They're repurposing like bits of the old world. This is like a tank, I believe, that something is growing inside that's ice powers. This is just straight up an angel. This is one of the weekly bosses, so it's huge. It's not an evil dragon. I think you had to fight it to prove yourself. Baby. just baby. A bunch of stuff I haven't found. It doesn't have the humanoid bosses in here, but there is, of course, Scar, who was redesigned at one point and they stole his pussy. Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff. That's like how you build a character. Everything else is just finding enough items to level them up, and then the echoes are where you actually repeat it over and over until you get a good one, and that's how your character is different from other people's. They stole his what? Oh, you hadn't heard? Oh, hang on, I'll get the picture. Give me a sec. Oh, I need to shorten that URL. That's not short at all. Too bad. There's the link. This is before and after. He used to look like the one on the left. And then they had to adjust it because everyone kept saying he had an onigiri pussy. And it was a loss to us all. This was a year ago. I was barely aware of this game. Yeah, they're like, damn. No, I can understand why they removed it. It was a bit weird. But they are just like sapping the little sauce they have out of it. What is going on here? What is the... Oh, I can deliver my things. Collect my pages. Congrats on your bottom surgery. Yes. He's a good boss, actually. He telegraphs his attacks extremely obviously because he's kind of a tutorial boss fight, but that means that it's so easy to do. You can time your parries easily, which makes the fight with him look really cool because anytime he comes at you, you can just block it. And it's easy, but it makes you feel cool. Oh yeah, so do I. That's the little Raguna theme is really cute. A group photo of plushies? Can I see it? No. And some boxes, okay. Yeah, they're doing the wiggle. All right, we'll grind up one more pull before. I don't know what it prompts you to do stuff, but I'm just doing it methodically. What was next up here? Yeah, we got that one. Apparently there's a bunch here. You pull the 5-star miles every day. If I go forward, there's a boss fight. Let's not. I thought that said scary construct for a second. Warning, scary construct. So I think it's over here. Ah, yeah, here we go. Okay. 5 chests. Okay,
You earned
1.
it, you keep it.
2. 3. This wasn't the most hidden thing in the world.
Any wine inside?
4. You did a 10 roll in on the anniversary weapon banner and got your selected weapon on the first pull. Everyone but me. Alright. Oh my god, we're 1 down. No, congrats though. Congrats. It's really good. What was the weapon you wanted? Was it a signature one for the character that you had? I'm just ticking off these chests. Yeah, all things considered, it's not like the best game in the world, obviously, but I just enjoy. There's a bunch of little puzzles and rewards out in the game area and you go find them. I always find it rewarding to do. I was raised on Spyro, you know, same kind of concept. A mini challenge. Just stand still. Easy. Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing. Well, the thing is, I think if you start trying to dodge every single one of those, you run out of stamina, so you have to not do that, and you also need to not panic. If you just start running around all over the place, you'd be like, oh, it's hard. You would love the new Zeldas. Genshin was based on Breath of the Wild, so I don't doubt that, but like I'm already doing it in a way. Yinlin's weapon, threw it in there because why not, and Encore could use it. Did not expect to get that at what might have been 0 pity. That's all I want. All I want is just one chance. Please. Please just give me a weapon. It doesn't have a 50-50 to it. You just, if I win, I win. Okay, there's some over here. How do I get to them? That's not what I wanted to do.
The
I messed that up. Hang on. Oh, it's kind of gorgeous though. Sometimes it is a little bit gorgeous. There's one.
Brad salutes you.
Whoops.
Variable elimination.
Is it just one? I thought there were more.
Does anything here catch your interest?
This is honestly not a very strict gacha. I mean, they're not Genshin, so they cannot afford to be too strict. But like in Genshin, the chests that you open contain currency in increments of 2, then 5, then 10. And in this game, there's no 2s. It's like 5, 10, 20, 40. It's way more generous, and the wishes cost the same. And I think the wish chance is like slightly better. Of course, the maximum amount depends on how much game they put in, but it feels like when you're in Genshin and you open a chest and you get 2 primos, you're a bit like, okay.
Intriguing artifact.
Coordinates
confirmed.
All the way up there. Can I just... Can you... There we go. Oh. Oh. Hello. Boing. There we go. Just tick all this off. Okay, and that is our last... Oh, I got loads. Everybody pray! Nope. It's nothing. Okay, well. We got a few wishes in there. We did, I started at 30. And how much do we have now? About 37, 38. I can't be bothered to figure that out. I think it's 37. It's not nothing. Maybe if I really apply myself tomorrow, who knows? But yeah, I'm going to call it there for the stream. In fact, no, I will do one last thing. I will show you some of the environment in... Oh, I got a nothing prize. Hooray. I got some dice. I'll show you guys what it looks like in the area that's inspired by Death Stranding, because I mentioned it and Modfox was like, what do you mean there's cars? See, look at this. It's actually a post-apocalyptic game, and if you stand here you can see what used to be kind of like a big boss, and behind him the clouds form into the shape of a city hovering upside down in the sky, and that slapped my tits clean off, to be honest. It's all kind of broken apart, and you can see down there. Oh, I can't fly here. That's so cool and so horrifying. What's right under this enormous golem thing used to be skyscrapers. You can see there was a road. And over there, there's like some broken buildings, and you can see there that's the base of a skyscraper. It's massive, and you have to go into the lit up eye in order to get to a boss fight. There's also here the Sea of Flames was like a directly targeted city, and there's a whole bit of the story here. You can tell why. First of all, the sky just does this. Second of all, it was like a metropolis of some sort. That over there is an auditorium where there's a quest, and this rearranges itself. The skyscrapers move, and you can climb them. And there's even... Hang on. There's even a train continuing to like run along an invisible track slowly around the edge of it.
Like the wind.
And that's kind of cool as hell. Like, honestly. You can see here it's all overgrown, but this used to be a highway. There's a few old broken cars getting manipulated by some sort of force. Things got weird, and now there's floating cars, and that is a car mimic right there. Which spawns if you get too close. So yeah, this area is a lot more post-apoc than the other one, and it's very clearly been stylistically inspired by Death Stranding, which is a very interesting... Like, I can't say it's not interesting. It definitely is. Oh. It's also very Fallout. A lot of this was Fallout style. I was going into abandoned buildings, picking up chests in there and finding notes from the people who used to live there who were saying like, damn, it's good to be alive today when there are no bombs dropping on me, you know? It was all stuff like that. It made me feel like I was playing Fallout again. And the next area that's based on Italy is a lot more... I don't know which time period to place it, but it's like classic art and plushies, I guess, and silly guys. So they've changed tone. I always think a change of tone is a good idea. You need to keep things fresh. You can't just do like post-apocalyptic Italy, you know. The music is also a lot more electronic and hardcore in this area instead of being jaunty and like fiddles and guitars. So yeah, I do appreciate the variety. Anyway, I'm gonna... Where's my guy? Now we look good. I'll leave it there with a view of the horrendous situation in the background. It's been fun. It is fun or I wouldn't be here. But it's also one of those games where you can point and laugh at it quite a lot. One of my favorite things that Brant does is that he has an idle animation where he throws up a clementine or something. And catches, he slices it with his sword and catches a chunk and eats it. And obviously that's important for sailors, you know, you got to keep your citrus up. But what I find funny is that once he eats the clementine piece, he'll start restoring like 7 HP a second, which is nothing. Like it's not an actual good healing number. It's just funny because he ate food in an idle animation and it heals him. Like, okay. Sure. Anyway. I'm going to add my sign-off message. Thanks for joining me while I did some random polls and an incredibly inefficient personal quest for a character. People actually came along to watch, which kind of surprises me. There he goes. He's eating it. And now he's gonna heal slightly. It just amuses me. It's an idle animation. I'm glad I got to share this with you all. I hope nobody has been inspired to play a gacha game because of me. It's got some good points. It's got some things I wish Genshin had, but that's kind of true of any game of the genre that came out after Genshin, where they could use it as a template and then build off of it. God, I wish Genshin allowed you to sprint. In Wuthering Waves, you can sprint anywhere and it only depletes your stamina if you get into combat. But in Genshin, it always depletes stamina, so you just don't sprint. But yeah, anyway, if you want to see my weekly schedules, follow me on Blue Sky. And I'll be back later this week on Friday. I will be starting Dishonored, which I've never played, and people say is a good game. So I'm not taking a big dive into bad games. Please believe me. I've got people who got excited the moment I said I was thinking about it, so I was like, that sounds like a good idea. And again, I want to work my way through a bunch of really good games that I've never found the time for, you know, because I'm always like, I've got live service things, I've got Genshin, I've got this now, I've got Guild Wars 2 going on for the past over a decade, and then you just never end up going for the really good single player experiences for some reason. But since I'm streaming now, I can put that shit on and then appreciate it. It has the strongest opening 3 minutes of any game. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, and it's really good to see good writing and dissect it, appreciate it with others. We can forget, it'll wash our minds of the Zani debacle. Whatever was going on there. Anyway. Is there someone I know who is currently streaming? Is anybody currently on? Oh, what happened? I opened Twitch and my feed disappeared. Woos one. Oh my god, literally who's streaming? Anyone? Under categories we think you'll like, they've put Half-Life 2 and bingo. Like, I know why, but any suggestions? Has anyone got a suggestion for who is good to raid right now? I only follow like 10 people, so I don't know. Anyone got any friends they want me to jump into? Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. A lot of people are playing Minecraft. I didn't know that. I wonder what Minecraft streamers do. Maybe I'll look up a random game.
Aha!
They cube, that's true. Simply leave us in the void. Okay, I mean, sometimes it happens, doesn't it? There's no one I have that I know, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna drop you guys into the void, and I hope you do something more productive than playing a gacha game. I hope you go and have an incredible experience in the real world. Let's all go and touch some grass. You are now freed. Void. You are now freed from having to watch games. Everyone go and hug your pets. Go and have something nutritious to eat. This is now a wellness check. I will see you on Friday. Thank you for coming.